How's everybody, boys and girls? How's everybody doing, boys and girls? It's your boy Trooper. We're gonna be doing some Doom Eternal because I've been doing a couple. So I did a couple of levels yesterday, or last night, and they're uploading right now. But they're gonna take a while. So I'm basically gonna be, like I mentioned, what I did in the last videos that are recorded and that are in the middle of uploading right now. So basically what I'm gonna be doing this time, so that I don't fucking jump the upload schedule here, is in the future I'm gonna start live streaming them, because the levels do take me a while. Hurt me plenty. Fucking what? No, those are supposed to be on what the fuck? This is supposed to be on ultraviolence. That's fucking weird. Anyways, so as to not conflict with I'm gonna be doing it through levels that I've already beaten, on another account, sorry, another save file. So yeah, fucking let's go. We're gonna start off at the Super Gore Nest. Hey, I'm just getting a podcast up to listen to while I'm playing.
What's going on, you salty Sims and salacious scientists? Welcome to Gruntspeak. Live from the lab! Outstanding. I'm back. It's a good time. Hey, everybody. 219 over on YouTube. Already on 233 on YouTube and climbing. Good. And being mentioned on
location is nearby.
Excellent.
This is the site where the invasion began.
Today's Thought Thursday. Oh, we have lots of thoughts today. We've got a good one.
But they were eventually
Beer for a lot of
by the
thoughts.
demons.
Alright. But we do have another live
Fuck
stream.
you then. Alright.
So we can actually two live streams. So we'll do there was four from last December. A lot from last December. So we're up to 40 now. Yep, in about a year. And so
Last
two
time
more
started
be
out quick.
42. Yeah, not bad. No, it's not bad at all. This gentleman, I'm not sure what he wants to be known by, so I'll save it until the end. Please don't use my real name if you read this on the video. Old fuck is fuck. Alright? My story isn't unique. I'm the same age as the pops. They're growing up in the same time period. I grew up not being attractive to women. I wasn't part of the top 10%. I wasn't a child with rich parents. I didn't dress some clothing, and I was overweight. I grew up learning all of the feminist propaganda in the 90s. Women just want to know it's gone. They just want to be treated nice. Don't treat her as equal. She deeper, she lives. That's exactly how it went. After graduation, I focused on God, thinking if I drove a better car, I made more money, I'd finally find a girl. At that point, I only attracted trash from local taverns and wasn't interested. Something didn't seem right, because they all seemed to be scamming for something. You could tell there was a motive behind the words. I did have a guy at work tell me not to get married.
Yep.
That was
Screw it.
hell. Well,
Let's go!
I didn't really listen to his advice until a few years later. I had no idea he was trying to red pill me. As I approached my late 20s, I was starting to blame myself for not being able to find a decent girl and get married. The girlfriends I did have
how you doing, buddy?
the next guy that had more money or a nicer car. I had a good job, paid my bills, and was close to affording a house. I finished school in a good trade and started working on my new career. That is when drug and alcohol abuse started the down spiral. Oh, that's a bad way. Got to the point where I contemplated self-deletion. Didn't care about much for a couple of close friends. Considered myself a complete loser for not being able to...
what the hell is in there?
That's not... Men getting brainwashed, let alone the women. The lifers. The men are told what we're supposed to do. Correct. Women are told what they can expect. Correct. The combination of the two doesn't really work out too well. You put undue pressure on one and absolve all accountability from the other. Yikes. I was at the end of that spiral when I found Pop's videos, which led to a group of men on the MGTOW site. I had a lot in common with these guys. Since a few of my friends and plenty of others suffered through a divorce, and it just clicked in my head. I had been saved. Lucky ones had somehow seen the woman behind the curtain pulling levers and shouting lies. Somebody unconsciously wasn't right, and I steered clear of trouble. The lesson learned is that you make your future. No one else has your best interest in mind, not a wife, sometimes even your own family. What you do matters. If you want to survive, you need to conserve resources and live a modest life. Don't waste money trying to live a lot. Be true to yourself. Most of all, you have to realize we all have
do I hear a snake,
our
bitch?
entire lives. And man, isn't that the truth?
Fuck you!
If you're feeling down because you don't live to a certain standard, ask yourself who made that standard in the first place. Also, if others try to shame you, ask yourself if they matter in your life. Why care about someone's opinion if they don't matter to you in the first place? Correct. Thanks, Pop. Your comedy helped me through the lowest part of my life. You also introduced me to a group of men who were in the same boat. I wasn't alone. Others have and still are seeking the same answers. Now my best friend is going through a divorce, and she is pulling the same moves you hear from the horror stories of others. He is going to lose everything. I just hope you will listen to my advice and watch the videos I sent you. Hopefully we can save another man from that death spiral. Peace out, brothers. Signed, Old Buck.
Nope.
537. Did you give this guy a number, or should I respond to him with one right now?
Respond to him right now. Just
Got it.
You are now 537.
You are 537. Good, sir.
There we go.
All right.
I technically don't like to give numbers anymore. We read it on air.
Yeah.
Because I know at some point they're gonna you guys are you're just beer full of shit. I mean, listen, we're gonna have 44 from last December to this December, and we've been doing this for 13, 14 years.
Yeah. And a big chunk of those from last year came on around the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
That was the best Christmas gift we could have gotten crossing over 500.
I got all
I wonder if that one down there respond.
Let's not have any more of that.
You got Weepy Hack?
Nope.
Did you get
Oh no. Did I step into a trap?
a little bit of Weepy?
I stepped into a trap.
You stepped into a trap. You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute. I had to do it.
That was a good one.
Had to do it.
Oh my lord.
You know what defines a homo suspicion point? An unhealthy obsession with an ass. So I suppose we can all take one for the team.
It all depends. Do you like to look at the ass on a woman?
Or do you want to drive the wrong way up Highway 132 or whatever? 235. 235.
I mean, there's the horizontal in and out pattern, and then there's the two legs and a butthole pattern. I myself am not that guy. I'm not on the menu. I'm a horizontal in and out.
You guys go watch we'll see this.
Now listen, you can do you. I don't care. Just so you know, I am not on the menu. Drive on.
Yeah, when I kind of
Ow!
I
I don't want to fucking use the blood punch on him.
Just bending
I just
over
wanted
for
to
the pull
soften him up a
I
little.
would just make sure everybody was aware that I had a weapon. Making sure nobody's taking any unduly long glances.
You're not getting monkey necked.
It is a little.
That is a little weird.
It is.
I myself have actually flew me long.
The really funny part was when you go to like bars that are for gay dudes, it's karaoke night.
Oh god.
Because then all the lesbians come. And then I'm just looking here like, nobody's getting laid tonight.
Alright, when I was at ninth, I dated 3 guys in my platoon, which were close to me in age. And they decided they would go down to Seattle and hang out.
That took care of him.
There's the ringleader, his name was Sable, good guy. But they walk into some bar, They didn't know it's a gay bar. And they look up on the stage, and there's these stools with these, like, things with a hole that, with a ball and pin. And they're there drinking, and they're like, what's up with those stools? The bartender's like, well, that's for fisting. You know, fisting.
Oh, God!
It's
Oh, God.
Where's the accent? I laughed so hard. Oh my God, that was good.
Oh, yeah. You ever see that William Friedkin movie, Cruising?
Yeah.
With Al Pacino? Yeah, all the like the really weird shit, like dudes looping up their arms with Crisco and whatnot. That was all real shit that he like took a documentary crew in there to shoot for B-roll. Like,
I couldn't do it.
all the no. All the no's. Every single one of them. Take Amy Horton's dick stacking test, replace them with no's.
All
the
the
no's.
I like that.
Wart infested nose from here as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to push into the pond. All the nose.
All the nose. I'm all in on the nose.
All in on the nose.
On the nose.
All right, now we got to the next one. Let's
Number 538 goes to a fella named Tommy. We'll see if he typed this blind, and if he did, he really is a pinball wizard. Mr. Terrence in the YouTube comment section. What was the point of my life? Depression so bad, my chronic pain very bad. I was in 2 wrecks my sophomore year of high school in 2008. Both times severe TB, severe whiplash,
There we go.
fractured 2 C2 vertebrae.
Oh my God. That's a bad one.
That is bad. Suffer severe headaches and migraines.
Shut up.
For the line.
One night it got so bad, I got so helpless with therapy, getting anywhere in my career. In a moment of weakness, I had my 12 gauge to my head, about to pull the trigger. A war of mules ran through my head. But self-deletion is a long-term solution for a short-term problem. After that, I slowed down. First time in a long time. After that, got into therapy, pain management. Upgraded my brain implant for pain management, got on good meds for my depression. I left that dead-end job, became a traveling medical lab tech.
Fuck yeah.
With my pay now, I should be making 6 figures and pay remains the same. Traveling with my cats, be careful with that, you'll find out later. Seeing the country, meeting new people, and learning. Gave up dating, decided to live solo, because these hoes out there crazy.
It ain't worth it.
If I ever take a job in Michigan, I'd want to meet you and Blake and buy you all the best beer out there. Been a fan since 2019, listen to your videos while working or driving. If y'all need any info on future tests, bugs in the future, send me an email.
No
Tom.
problem, brother.
All right.
Listen, I am so
Shouldn't have
glad I
grabbed
speak
that,
the words that
Shouldn't have grabbed that one
helped
chainsaw
turn back
fuel. I
that,
could have used a dead
hopeless
chainsaw there
darkness
to
that
fucking
comes
kill
to a lot of guys.
one and get more plasma gun ammo.
Right.
But oh
I
well,
mean, we're always under
sure I'll
pressure
find more.
when we're at our least valuable.
Correct.
I mean, we're nurtured only to a point.
About 13.
And then they shoot us out the gate into adulthood with no value whatsoever, telling us this is
For a
what's
second, I saw that thing moving. It's like, ah, is that a zombie laying down or some shit?
Otherwise,
Well, just imagine.
yeah.
Most dudes, their mother.
Oh yeah, there's plasma right here.
Doing the whole nurturing thing between 10 and 12.
Boom,
There's no
stocked
father
up.
or male role model in your life. You literally go from 13 to 18. It's like walking across the desert. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yep.
You don't know the pitfalls. You don't know the dangers. You don't know how to roll with the punches or fight back. And quite literally, you're 18. You're out there, and then reality decides to really show up because nobody gives a shit about the dudes.
Nope.
And you fist it
In the back pussy.
in the back pussy by life.
Covered in Crisco. Or anal ease. That might be more preferable.
I'm just saying, it's a shit show out there for dudes, man.
It really is.
So now we're at 538.
538. L to the yes. Thank y'all very much for sending in your stories. It's why we keep doing this.
Yes. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. We cover so much negativity. All right, and sometimes it just gets overwhelming. every time a new number goes on the board, it just chops a lot of that off at the knees, and I can keep going. Because, like, I wouldn't still be doing this if we were doing the negativity stuff when we first started. When I did Purple Heart's Final PD, you know, Phantom Holiday, and those other 3 videos that were so goddamn heartbreaking.
You're telling me.
I just couldn't live in that world forever.
I had to edit that shit together.
And the only thing I can do to still have the rage and anger is just to do 180. Rewrite the battle plan and start over doing something else.
Yeah.
And it's really made all the difference.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ!
more useful than despair, but laughter heals.
And it protects.
Now we got a chat from Dave Cripple over on YouTube. Says, I don't care what society says, what the standards for men are. There's no shame in a few tears here. No hell no. If anyone has earned the right to cry, it's us men. No shame.
Gotcha. Thank you. No, I don't like the habit of weeping.
No, that's not a good habit to get into.
No, I didn't even, you know, I wouldn't even cry for my kids when my wife killed my dog.
Yeah, I get that. But
Where the hell did you go, Mr.
there are worse
Zombie?
habits to get into, like feminism. Oh my lord.
Well, meth and dicks is really close to feminism, I guess.
They're joined at the hip. They're joined at the back, pussy. Both need to be washed in the sink immediately.
Or maybe they're joined at the vaginal flaps, those scissor kicking fools.
Yeah, I saw a picture that a dad posted of like a new tattoo.
Okay,
that
so
his
there is a
daughter
chainsaw
got.
tool over there.
It was 2 scissors on her leg, like doing this, and she talked him into thinking that it was some sort of an homage to her love of crafting. Oh God! Sure.
Oh my lord, I don't want to hear that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
No. You may not be hopping on the knobby, but that's definitely not for Hobby Lobby. Kiss my ass.
Well, we know what that means.
Hey, it's what every little girl has stripped her Barbies naked and made them do the scissor kick.
Yes, that is actually accurate.
It doesn't really work too well. No, I understand.
Doesn't work.
I'm just saying, if
Oh,
you don't need a dishwasher full of his anal.
2 hours to week.
Exactly. So
Two more keys will be required to
you
open
won't
the
put your
passage.
hand on a stack of Bibles and say, I don't like cock, then you really need to live up to that. You should be buying fleshlights, not dildos, and then just, bumping up against it. You can tell me how pleasurable it is. I'll be waiting by the phone, anxiously. I'm sure your explanation will not defy logic in any way, shape, or form.
No, I'm sure it's totally rational.
Sometimes evolution just needs
Here we go. I feel unbelievably betrayed by feminism. 38-year-old journalist posts video about regretting herself. And did you say that she backpedaled after the backlash hit in?
Yeah, she started backpedaling after the backlash hit.
Yeah, the feminists came out of the woodwork, tried to make her feel like shit for telling the truth, and instead of realizing...
But her perspective. It's her perspective.
It is her
Because the
perspective.
truth is simply this. As a woman ages, the fertility goes down.
A little bit. We're going to get into that.
After a certain point, it goes to...
Bye-bye. And you hear all these women all the time, well, my mom had a baby after 40, and she was just fine. I'm the older sibling here.
That's right.
There you go.
Like, if you have not had any... first of all, I want to quantify this as I'm not a fucking doctor.
No.
But I've read enough to somewhat educate me on this.
And there are lots of sources you can look at along with tonight's stream.
If you're a woman and you haven't had any children, then right around 30 to 89, you're like, oh, I better get on it. I'm going to run out of time. All right, as a betting man, I am going to bet on the ship has sailed and you're left crying on the dock. When? I'm sorry. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be mean here. I'm just speaking facts.
Telling the truth. And that's all this woman was doing. She was laying it all out. Feminism is a
Whatever.
lie. It is the big lie. And most women have swallowed
This
it.
is the heart of the nest.
As you can take a look at this new research in this study right here. 61% of U.S. women say feminism describes them well. Many see feminism as empowering and polarizing. Now, it's a little misleading, sort of. They say 19% say it describes them very well, and 42% say somewhat.
Suck on that!
Here's the thing, that 42%, those are the chameleons.
Yeah.
Or they don't even know they're feminists. You have to ask them probing questions and then gauge their answers.
Yeah. Even the most traditional woman you will meet today will still have some feminist beliefs, almost guaranteed. Unfortunate, but reality. So this is her. It was a whole 6-minute video, and allegedly it could potentially be on my Fox News, so we can't play it. But we do have some of the best nuggets set aside in this article from Not The Beat. And you can check out the video yourself, of course. There's a link to it right here if you click on this source. So this is Melissa Persley, journalist who writes for a variety of outlets and has been especially open about her life over on Business Insider.
Fucking what?
Once she went viral for this piece, I'm 30. I recently realized how much time I'm terrified I've missed my opportunity.
You have.
She was married to a middle school sweetheart from Idaho when she was in her 20s.
Okay, stop right there. Alright.
She had the dream and gave it up.
How many times have I said this? How many times in your life are you going to get somebody willing to stand up in the house of God in front of his friends and family, shell out thousands of dollars, and promise to take care of you? You fucking God. This is going to happen in your life. She already had it once, she shit on it, and now she gets what she gets. Now, I'm not trying to, be mean to her. I'm just saying that in life, second chances are very rare.
Don't be afraid.
Very rare.
And we've also said this before, that all these women bitching about where have all the good men gone, every single one of them has
Do I got blessed that Teddy? Nope.
guys in their past who are ready to wipe them up, put a ring on it, and and bang only them till death do us part. And they shot them all down. And this woman is living proof.
And in the past 10 years, I've had half a dozen women from my past come sniffing around. Now I'm kidding. Now I'm discarded.
I had one that I only hooked up with one time and randomly just decided to reappear on Facebook again.
Woo!
What? She took one look at my profile, saw I was happily married with a kid, and deleted the friend request.
Gone.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, alright. So I messaged her cousin. I was like, I'm gonna ask you a quick question.
The generator is in a dormant
She
state.
getting divorced?
Nearby control
How did you know?
need to be manually activated to restore full power. Unlocking the left terminal room now.
Yeah!
Epic fail.
What are you gonna do?
So Melissa remembers sitting on the counter talking to him about the future when she was 20. She didn't want kids, and he did. Because he loved her, he tried to make a marriage work, but a decade later they divorced.
50%
Melissa
of power
dated a
has been restored.
58-year-old rich guy who wrote about it, so she was already in her early 30s, going almost 30 years above her age bracket. I wonder if Ryan signed into it. I wonder if she wrote.
I just saw you, motherfucker! Don't you run from me!
So this is a sample from the video. I wrote a lot of that article truly scared. I really did think, wow, you missed your opportunity. You're gonna be alone. Excuse me, that's beer. You're not gonna have a family. I was really scared when I wrote that, exactly like I felt. And when I got comments after that article was published, like I said, there were hundreds of guys emailing me, texting me, LinkedIn messaging, commenting on the post saying, you're selfish. You missed out. All, but you picked your career. Calling me horrible things. I mean, it was awful. I sat in there reading these comments and thought, oh my god, the right time. Well, 2 more years, you know what time it'll be. 40 to 80. Oh, look at that. She says, for me, it's definitely started to feel hollow and meaningless. You know, it's taken me until this point in my life to realize that that's not a life that's going to bring you happiness. And then the author says, ask any parent if they would trade their kids for a bigger house or a bigger career. Maybe 1 in 10,000 would make them happy. I wouldn't trade my kid for anything.
Nope. So much nope.
She says it's such a me-focused culture right now. It really is, and I just think a lot of us are missing out. I don't want to wake up at 60 by myself and go, well, I had a lot of fun. Yeah. I feel unbelievably betrayed by feminism. I don't want to put it on the movement because I believe you make your own choices. That much is true. And everything I've done coming up to my life has been my choice, and that's on me. But when I was a little girl, it was like, and to be fair, this partly comes from a divorced family and seeing my mom kind of handle a lot. Shocker.
Well, hang on. So she's saying she doesn't want to put it on feminism.
What?
Feminism has been in the school indoctrinating young ladies since I was in the city. Since like I remember 1975, hearing the women.
I just saw someone.
We can do better. It was that they would always say that to like bounce the dodgeball off their snot locker. Bastards. But you know,
it's absolutely true. The reason why leftoids keep trying to shoehorn in all of this indoctrination that has no place in reality younger and younger is because the younger you teach it to these kids, the less they are going to question it.
it's absolutely correct.
Why do you think Drag Queen Story Hour is only for kids and not burn victims, the elderly, the infirm, or shit, the blind?
Or the mentally impaired.
This is all about the indoctrination of our legacy. Feminism was the successful test of subjects, and it went over monumentally well if you're a globalist ass-bag kid fucker.
Well, see, the thing with feminism is, as it marched along and it actually hit all its goals, it ran out of goals, and then it branched out into...
Oh yeah, well because the crazy money is an important aspect of it too.
Yes.
And so if you win the fight, and you
Welcome to the fight. You glad it came?
that money just... Oh, well, but we still have so much more to do. I mean, office air conditioning is sexist. I mean, look at me. Bing!
Yeah, listen, come on. I can't tell you how many times I'm just sick and tired of hearing them whine and complain about how corporate America is so unfair. Because,
still have
you
100
know,
on the
they only want
fucking,
cushy jobs, and they're
on the
totally
rate,
ignoring
on the rad
dud
suit
jobs.
count.
Of course, the ones that actually pay well.
Well, because risk equals reward and time equals money.
There you go. And you know, actual hard work. Since you're twice as likely to work less than 40 hours, ladies.
36 is their average. 36. 40 is considered full-time.
More likely to take time off, less likely to work their full-time hours. Earn as much as men. They can get paid the same. They're still going to have a smaller paycheck. You know why? Because you're lazy.
Because time equals money.
Yes. If you would just understand where your place is, you know, and most of you would actually not want to leave. That was one of the unintended side effects of the lockdownerism. A lot of women started staying at home with their realized, you know what?
I like this.
I like this. I don't have to report to a boss who doesn't give a shit whether or not I exist.
As soon as the profit and loss statement goes to the company.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's freedom. And
One more.
living for your husband and children is slavery.
Correct.
Despite the fact there's somebody putting food in your fridge, a roof over your head, amenities, and you know all of the numerous things in the house.
Oh no,
that do
I'm
most
short
of the
by
hard work
one.
for
Guess
you
we gotta
to
fucking
the
burn another
tax.
one.
The other N-word.
Yes. White meat.
Alright. Here we go.
Unbelievable.
Women sure picked their fight for equality at the perfect time. Yeah. Back when we were out, fighting bears with spears.
Well, here's another.
They were happy to stay at home.
If you're at home, your wife's in the house, it's after 10 o'clock, and somebody tries to kick your door down, who's really gonna go there and deal with it?
There may or may not be a fucked up and funny video later on a similar beat.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
The dude's gonna have to get the gauge of 12 and sweep the floor with some people.
If he's in the mood. Because if you turned him down for some nookie,
And
you
that's
might let
secret.
somebody sneak into the cookie jar and get all the cookie. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So the thing that really puts the button on it here. Also, it was constantly said, this idea that women can be everything. We don't really need
Where's
men.
that one secret I
Women can have a
used
great
to
career.
forget?
And have
Oh,
the
I
kids that they
remember
like
where
and
it
change
is.
the tires
It
and
is
do
in this
I grew
level,
up
but
thinking men are
it's
great,
not here.
But I grew up thinking all the same things.
I think I
I
passed
do
it.
feel in many ways betrayed by that line of thinking. There you go. A lot of older women in my life, I kind of want to go back to some of these teachers and coaches and say, what the hell did you mean by that? Because women can't do it all. We can. It's such a lie.
It is. Well, you can do everything, but you do it half as well. And last time I checked, an average is a feeling great.
A little bit.
Boom.
And the person who wrote this article is a male, and he agrees with this sentiment. He says, as a guy, I was well versed in all unique toxicity of men by the time I was 10. Wow. It started young when my kindergarten teacher wanted to put me on Ritalin because I wouldn't sit still like a good little girl. Fortunately, I had a dad who laughed at the idea. Good. By the time I was in my teens, I of all the world's problems. I had the role models of Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin show me how stupid and laughable men are, especially as fathers. I made it through because I had faithful parents who taught me otherwise, and because I had a template for masculinity in the Bible. Many men. Unfortunately, our culture is so in sleep mode, this rot of endless empowerment without wisdom, that it's considered taboo to suggest that maybe women have been sold a lie.
Boom, there you go.
Boom goes the dynamite. Hey, I mean, even if, like, she figured this out
Shit,
at
I'm gonna go
38,
into this
even
fight a little
now,
underprepared. Oh well.
geriatric pregnancy is anyone over the age of 35.
Actually, you're a woman. If you're the age of 34 and you go see a doctor and you want to have a kid, you're gonna get a bunch of pamphlets.
Yep.
You're gonna get a warning talk, and then if you continue on, let's say you're 36, you get the harsh talking to. You go from the warning talk to the harsh reality of being taught that yes, you may be able to have a kid, but he might be down with this syndrome. Yeah, and I don't wish that on anyone.
No, I don't either. And this is not anything new even. We have the Daily Wire from 2017 put this article together. Feminism is leaving a wake of unhappy, unmarried, and childless women in its path. According to a recent study from Yale, liberated, college-educated women are freezing their eggs because they can't find a man to marry and have children with before their natural childbearing years expire.
And that's from a certain fact.
Yes. In the UK, for instance, 1 in 5 women is childless when their natural reproductive years expire, as opposed to 1 in 10 a mere generation before.
Wow.
Damn. And of course, I mean, feminism is obviously the answer as to why this is happening. But you know, of course, any American academic is not really going to allow the blaming of feminism. So essentially, what happened here is that the author of the study, his name is Marcia Inhorn, an anthropology professor.
I need more ammo.
The common assumption about women putting off children to advance their careers is a mere myth. 150 women undergoing the egg freezing process in the U.S. and Israel who were extensively interviewed for the study claimed they were not putting off having a family in order to advance their career, but simply because they couldn't find a mate.
Or it doesn't work better. If you can't find a man, or if you want to use your career,
Fuck off!
freeze your eggs. Now guess what? The minute you go over 35, you're gonna try to, bring those eggs to this child. Want to grow that worn out tobacco person that you have. Good luck with that.
That's good.
Listen, a lot of don't visualize that. Women today, by the time they get to 40, they've had an army of penis in front of them. Gallons and gallons of bazooka juice.
5 gallons to be exact, 0.5 of which goes in the back pussy.
That makes me infected with VADA.
Yes.
And listen,
Especially if you were part of the polyamorous swinger lifestyle, the chances of you contracting an STI within 5 years of engaging in that shit is 40%.
40%. Yeah, and guess what? Women catch chlamydia, which is gonorrhea light. Do it on a PD scale.
Someone I'm related to caught it twice in a year.
Yeah, but the thing is it's really it's bad for men to get that.
This is bad, right?
Really bad for women.
This is bad.
A lot of times they don't know they have it.
Yep.
And even if they do catch it, and then they catch it over and over again, every single time it does damage to the waxworks.
Yep.
That's very delicate.
What the fuck?
Meat in their lower GI area.
You can't fucking see where the map is. I'm trying to like map out where
now's as good a time as any to play one of our
chainsaw fuel
funny
is.
videos. Modern women.
Alright.
My cousin, who's younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Last week I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this year I have had chlamydia twice. So far. Happy wedding.
And that's how you wind up in an early and shallow grave.
A little bit.
I need to ride to the airport. I don't know who the hell you are, but I'm going to get in your car.
Hey, random hinge guy. I'll give you a roadhead on the way to the airport. Thank you, Digital Dude, for that video.
First of all, I don't know what that woman was thinking, because the internet is forever.
Forever, exactly. Chlamydia
The
twice
Hellside
in
barrier
a
has
year.
opened.
And she looked like she was
This
like...
air shaft will provide access to the generator's control
This
terminal.
dude's a raw dog in the road whore.
Yeah, so she might have actually caught it more than just 2 times.
Ah. And spread it to Lord knows how many in between.
Yeah, it ain't cool. Man.
No pun intended.
Oh, fuck off.
Intended, of course. If anybody needs to wash their pussy in the sink,
That would be her.
The generator is now at full
wire
power.
brush.
You can now use the main console to destroy the hull.
God damn, it's harsh.
Little pipe cleaner up. She can use them later for her Pippi Longstocking costume. And then have handlebars for the roadhead for the random hitch rides to the airport at the same time. Disgusting.
Here's a funny story.
The generator is
I
overloaded.
ran into
I
a
have left
friend
your exit
when I
portal.
dated for several years back in the day.
Warning. Main generator overloaded. I repeat. Main generator overloaded. Please proceed to the nearest emergency
So I'm
exit.
sitting there, and she's like, I don't have any children. And I didn't think it through. I just, because you know how I am. I was literally like, well, PD and abortion tends to have that effect. And she literally just turned around and like ran out of the store like in tears.
And he never saw her again.
I obviously hit her once.
Construct choice.
Because,
Save your work and walk calmly to the nearest exit.
what it is. That trombone, I don't have to tell you.
Hey, you know what? The truth is not an insult, and the reality is not an attack.
It's not.
Right? If the truth hurts, it's because somebody's living a lie.
Suck it, nerds.
Let them have it.
Run out of the store.
Full force right in the face. As far as most of these modern ladies do, it won't be their first rodeo.
No. I know that would enrage a lot of women if I got up on stage. Like, all right, how many women are over 30 and don't have any kids? Oh, well, it looks like,
Most of you.
Chlamydia and abortion tends to have that effect.
And then it'd be like Fat Man Returns. Why is there somebody who always brings eggs and tomatoes to a speech? Try to swing the umbrella. Damn it, I picked a cute one. Let's jump back into this study here and see how this person who refuses to blame feminism for its obvious effects on modern women who are extraordinarily susceptible to suggestion, thanks to something else that we're going to be going to be covering later on. Oh man, she actually winds up telling on herself kind of an accident.
Well, they usually do.
She blames the problem, and we've actually done a whole episode on this, on a shortage of college-educated men.
So it's men's fault now.
Yeah, it's not diversity quotas that are keeping us out of college or anything like that, right? It's not the fact
hell?
that we understand debt and money,
Oh, hey, fucking ripped
and
through that in
therefore
about
we
40
don't hold
minutes.
2/3 of the student debt like other disadvantaged and marginalized people.
Well, most dudes learn the benefit
I feel like I could rip through
cost
this one.
Dr.
benefit.
Hayden is just across the complex.
Oh,
This
man.
industrial campus was once
Totally
the
got me on
headquarters of the
Well,
resistance.
see, the reason why they don't think about the money is because this is what's routinely flying at them on a regular basis, and they're more than happy to catch it in their mouth.
You're not wrong.
I know. So, there's a major gap.
This area is no longer secure. Evacuation protocol is intact.
In simple terms, this is about an oversupply of educated women. You mean indoctrinated women?
Yeah, it's like if these women are going to school for a
Okay.
college degree, then really it's not going to be a good job.
Yeah. What,
Are they really college educated?
what can you do with a gender studies degree except teach gender studies?
Or be hired at a company and be awarded a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because
That cause lawsuits and bullshit and turmoil.
and we know for a fact that people who are hiring at these jobs take one look at a resume with pronouns on it and throw it out the window.
Let me tell you right now, if I open my own business, I probably would not hire women.
Pronouns are bullshit, and that's why this is one of my favorite videos that we've watched recently. I kept this from Pop because I want to catch you by surprise.
Oh no.
I'm Asian. I'm so Asian. My pronouns are he.
Switch. That was expertly delivered. That's a solid 8 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
That's good shit right there. Well done, Asian sir, Mr. Kung Pao Chicken, or whatever his name is. Oh, here we go. Most women who are educated would like to have an educated partner. Traditionally, women have also wanted to marry over someone more successful and financially well off. Inor then goes on to blame feminism, sort of.
There's no sort of here.
Essentially because of feminism, liberated women, liberated needs to be in quotes, are college educated but unhappy and alone in exchange, she argues. As a feminist, I think it's great that women are doing so well, but I think there's been a lot of cost that has been paid. Adding that women have been left in sadness and isolation. Yes, and when it's women who put themselves in that position of their
Let's
own
go down.
position, we're supposed to feel
Excuse
that.
you,
Great
Victor.
policy and more taxes and shit like that. When it's worthless incels and they need to figure out how to get their penis fucked.
There is no compassion for dudes.
None.
None. Not from the hand, not through the eyes, hands, or hearts of women. Very few women have. Ugh. It's worse and worse.
And, you know, the regret is not, like I said, it is not limited to these 38-year-olds. A lot of younger women are feeling it too. You guys can check out this article here. It's got some really great points in it with regarding feminism. Comes from newsofx.com, and it's by a published author. There's a bunch of videos in here that you guys can watch. I mean,
We're not going to read the whole thing.
we're not going to read the whole thing, but there's a couple in here that really need to be said. I want to say it was one. Yeah, here we go. It wasn't enough for women to enjoy their part and suffer their part, just like men. It wasn't enough for women to be inferior in some ways and superior in others, just like men. Feminism had to come to the bargaining table claiming nothing to give but only the need
Oh,
to take.
eat your fucking bones.
Feminism had to manipulate man into pouring from his glass half full into her glass half empty till few marriageable men remained.
Now, let's see if there's any ammo left over.
Under feminism, women could often be more than, but
Need a little
never
bit of
less
shotgun,
than
a little bit
anything
of
ever.
fucking
Modern entertainment.
rifle.
Anybody?
There's
Feminism
some.
had to have supremacy,
And a little bit of
now
plasma.
see where it's gotten us. And there are at least 4 videos here of women expressing regret. Even Jennifer Aniston. I mean, she was one of the hottest pieces walking on 2 legs during the 90s. I have no idea. Every dude wanted to bang that shit out, and even Brad Pitt couldn't keep her happy.
No. In my opinion, I think Brad Pitt got rid of her before he went over the 10-year mark, because back then, I think California did
They
have
need a little more plasma, but
then he
other
went
than
for
that,
a completely
I think we got
crazy
everything.
woman who
Alright.
used to wear her ex-husband's fucking
Warning, the Ops headquarters is under attack.
and he had kids with that one.
Yeah. And guess what? Brad Pitt was banging Tyson's wife back in the day. And Tyson, took the high road and didn't smash Brad Pitt's face in. But then Karma caught Brad Pitt, and he married a woman who sawed her kids off, scooped out her ovaries with ice cream scoops, and then decided to divorce him, lie on him, and keep his kids away from him for half a decade. And they that's a bitch, Mr. Brett.
And as Mike Tyson would say, that's just saying.
Yeah,
And Merry Christmas.
just saying that.
Filthy animals.
And Tyson would have been well within his rights to hit in the face.
Oh,
Hello?
This top video here, actually is a compilation of a bunch of different short
Go
ones. So
on.
we can even possibly throw one of these on now.
Thank you.
And see what's what. Because it comes from, I believe, what's called the Modern
Guys,
Book
can we just
Archive.
talk about something real quick? Because I want to know when I subscribe to this level of adulting. Because I don't remember. Like, I legit don't remember. Like, I know I'm 30, which, by the way, what the fuck? I just don't feel like I subscribe to this. Like, there's always something to do. Do you want me to work? You want me to social life? Do you want me to look after to look and care for my family? You want me to do self-care, go to the gym, eat well, take my vitamins, run a household, pay my bills, and the rest of it, are you joking? Because I don't have the capacity. I don't have the capacity, okay? And while I'm on the subject...
It's called being an average adult.
That's our default setting.
Yeah. I love how being an average adult for a woman constitutes being strong and independent. As a dude, you can do all the same shit. You're not strong and independent. In fact, you're still not good enough.
You're not a real man.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to just shower you with adulation, especially if you were stupid enough to get knocked up out of wedlock and become a single mom. I'm supposed to get down on my knees and just feel thankful
No,
that I'm even in your presence
keep
in
on
the
your
first
point
place.
there.
Now, I mean, come on.
But the government is paying your bills.
She's not even that good.
No, she's not. It just goes on from there. But you can see the kind of cope that we're dealing with here. I didn't sign up for this. Well, yeah, you did.
Nah.
Copium.
As soon as you believed the lie that you were the prize and you don't need a man, you signed up for this.
And you sat on that penis. You did it. Just saying. You sat on it. That's what, I mean, you get what you get.
You get what you get, you don't throw a fit, exactly. But no, we already saw her. What it all is really going to boil down to what actually makes most of these women wake up, and this was your
I'm gonna go back
thought,
animal
was
hunting for a minute.
kids,
For a minute.
or lack thereof.
At some point, women, they go through that. I mean, maybe that shit.
Are you kidding me? I'm blocked
Some
completely
women,
off. Fuck
it's
you.
worse for others
Alright,
that
fine.
Baby rabies.
And listen, there is a percentage of women that just, I never want to have kids, and they're cool with
That's
it.
fine.
God bless them.
That's fine. If you actually
Attention.
do that,
Samuel Hayden has fallen. The Ark is noble. Please evacuate
it's like
immediately.
declaring yourself to be part of the alphabet mafia. Within a few years, you're going to realize you're stupid, and you're going to go back to being what you were supposed to be in the first place.
Oh, yes. Yeah, gotcha.
But it's totally not a socially induced psychosis. It's born this way.
Fuck, really? Okay.
Except for when I feel like changing it on a dime.
Well, to be honest, women do
Where the hell did you go?
a lot more than dudes.
I'm just saying in general now, it's hilarious how we went from born this way to, well, I mean, it just depends on how I feel that day. It can change a few times a day. Oh, and by the way, did I mention I have DID? Dissociative Identity Disorder Split Personality. That makes it even better. So now I can bang you one day, and the next day you can accuse me of rapé because I did it with one of your alters. It's okay. It doesn't count if I did it in the book. That's what you said in high school when you said you were still a virgin.
That's how you catch a charge. That's how you catch a charge.
Are there no women like that? Other than our stunning and brave Governor Schindler, Stretch and Gretchen?
I'm a virgin.
And 38 dicks up your ass. When you fart, it sounds like...
Actually, probably more than that, to be honest.
Yeah, probably true.
I mean, this is all just speculation.
Of course, yeah. This is all allegedly.
Yeah.
Full starting lineup could fit in that fourth point of contact, but it's all allegedly.
I mean, we do have that one attorney friend of ours,
Yes.
and he knows of her a lot more than, and he was confirming a lot of the
The alleged
anal bumping.
roasting, rubbing, Rump Rangers. Yeah. Hole huffing. Colon, I'm pounding on your colon. Colon is so swollen, right? Push it in, pull it out, push it in.
Dude, we're going to hell.
Yeah, we are. It's okay, though. We'll be in good company. Because we got about 871 videos just on YouTube. We're going to go right along with this.
Identified. Calculating
We
optimal
got
firing
a
path.
few YouTube chats right out here, and then we're going to get into fertility, every woman's favorite subject over the age of 30. Andrew Papala, I think that enlisted people are really out of control. Officers are your superiors. I'm sorry you won't act accordingly. I'm sorry, what?
Fuck you. Are you kidding me?
I was going to say, this is not the kind of platform where you want to pick that particular fight.
I mean, in my entire 33 years, I can name 12 officers that were outstanding, and 8 of them are retired or dead.
Well, there you go.
Actually, 10 of them are retired or dead, and the other 2 will shortly be retired.
Yeah. And he follows it up here with, never heard a woman complain about 2 men in a truck when Ruth Ginsburg died and carried her casket. Didn't see women lifting anything. Now that I absolutely agree 100%. You're absolutely right on that one. Mike 6206, that reporter needs to know where she's going to. Boxed what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. Fan I am, my chat in the email all about this. Oh, I don't. I thought we were all out of F's to give. Yeah. We all know what F's look for in a woman: fit, feminine, friendly, fertile, and faithful. But we avoid women who are unhealthy mentally and physically. Overweight, physically weak, or have physical conditions that require medication. I'm gluten-free, have chronic fatigue, and lupus. Ooh. Have fragile egos, what's that supposed to mean? Are crazy, requiring medication. Are a hard worker or lazy who wants the man to do everything. So I've distilled this down to the F's men avoid, and women are fat, feeble, fragile, fruitcake, and freeloading. Feel free to use this. I like it. My brain just went... That's fantastic. Yeah. Fat, feeble, fragile, fruitcake, and freeloading. I gotta write that down. That is beautiful. I'm putting a star on this email. That is fantastic.
Going in the book.
Oh yeah, definitely going in. Outstanding. Very, very well done, good sir. Emperor Revolver, feminism gave women exactly what they wanted: freedom and independence, and an endless amount of access to peen. And that's part of the problem. Not a bad account says a real man raises other men's children with her is one of our favorite trolls. Don't worry about him. He doesn't actually believe that. He's here way too often.
Yeah. Now, that whole real man shit, that
not so much. Oh, man. So we have a bunch of sources about this, but we're going to keep it to the ones that are the most important when dealing with fertility turning into futility. And, of course, what's one of the ways that women try to dodge the accountability of their biological clock? Freezing their eggs. A chilling truth about freezing your eggs. You don't even really need to read this entire article.
we already know the
You
deal.
only need to read the first paragraph. And this is why. Egg freezing, a process by which eggs are removed and cryogenically stored to prevent age-related decline, has seen a rise in popularity with a 3-fold increase since 2014, according to research from the London Women's Clinic. Now, why is this significant?
We're back.
Because this article was written in 2017.
Wow.
So within 3 years, you had a 300% increase.
I'm just wondering how high it is now.
Yeah, I'm curious
like-
myself. If anybody has
That's
the
like
stats
6
on
years
this.
away.
Yeah, when you sent me this, I read it, and I'm like, when was this written? Holy shit. Wow. Meanwhile, recent coverage of a social egg freezing advocate such as Dr. Emily Grossman, I enunciated it that way on purpose, seems to offer hope to women who want to buy time before meeting the right partner or to delay pregnancy. Ostensibly,
Let's do it.
freezing offers women this breathing space to preserve their chance of having a baby without compromising on other aspects of their lives. Sounds like more narcissism to me.
Well,
Alright.
so what are the actual success rates on said eggs? And
significantly lower than naturally getting pregnant within 3 months of trying in your mid to late 30s. Okay. You have about a 30% chance of naturally conceiving within 3 months during your 20s. All this information is available in sources at Douglas.com.
That's all the sources. Got it. Wow, we don't have to read the whole thing.
No, we don't have to read the whole thing, but that by itself, right there, just the fact that this threefold increase in 3 years.
I'm just wondering.
Wow.
Wow. So that would be, if it continued along that same track, 2017 to now would be
about a 600.
700.
Absolutely freaking insane. And what does this cost? According to Forbes, the cost of being a strong, independent career woman? Because, it's not about being a career woman. It's about not having enough marriageable men. Even though we've insisted on shoehorning ourselves into men's spaces, but displacing them with the help of subsidy, the same government we claim is a patriarchy and wants to oppress us. I mean, do I really need to go any further?
But my thing is this, a lot of these women will start freezing their eggs in their late 20s. And it's going to cost $30 grand just to do that.
Yep, here it is. 15 to 30. How old is this article? Let's just make sure. This is from 2023, so this is updated. These costs are current. 15 to 30 grand. Asians account for over a third of those charges.
Yes.
And as we all know, Big Pharma
Fine, suck it.
totally has your
Not what I
best
wanted.
interests in mind. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wash your pussy in the sink.
Oh my God. You are correct, fine set.
And add this to the fact that women hold 2/3 of student debt. So what? So they get out of college at 22, pay off their student loans at 37, and then have to go back into debt to freeze their eggs because they're stupid?
Pretty much. And we do have the CDC IVF success generator. If they pay for 3 procedures at the age of 40, they have like a 41% chance.
Yes, and this is something that you can calculate yourself. If you know ladies who have given up the kids or claim they don't want any, whatever, and that, you get the inkling that the baby rabies might be biting, they're going to start foaming at the mouth and the lips, you can send them to here. The IVF Success Estimator from the CDC.gov. You can plug in the background and history, diagnosis plans, everything, and then you can calculate the success rate. It's astonishingly low.
Like what I came up with here when I did the age of 40.
Yep.
Okay. Weight of 225. To start off at size 14. To start off at 170 when they got out of high school. 225 is not out of the realm of the possibility by 40. 5'6" tall. Never tried anything before. And then I just checked the box. I don't know, no reason. Okay. 60% chance success the first go.
It's right in line with the article.
Yep, just quote it. Yep.
Wow. I clicked on one part of the screen and the mouse jumped from the left over to the right and started a countdown.
Haunted.
Haunted.
What can I say?
I don't like it when my mice jump. Give me a piece of cheese, you piece of shit. Oh man, and if that isn't enough to drive you crazy, let's talk about the actual insanity that can come about from infertility. This I didn't even know.
I sent you this link.
You sent me all of these.
There is a definite link between
mental
issues and fertility.
Big time.
And that's before we talk about half the liberals being out of their goddamn mind. And 30% of women under the age of 30 have a mental problem.
You're damn right.
We are... Listen, this spinster bubble is going to burst.
Oh yeah, it's going to burst big time.
And when that happens, we're going to be surrounded by poor, desperate, crazy bitches.
Or as we call them, OPAF.
Yeah.
Or O-beef. O-beef. Old, bitchy, entitled, expensive, and fat.
I still like OPAF too.
O-beef and cheddar. I don't want to come up with an acronym for cheddar.
No, it's just
It's way... by the way, I'm gonna raise this for her.
Yeah, my mom's still in the house.
Yeah, I know.
And we got a little bit of bad news today. Hopefully,
Yep. Fingers crossed, brother, fingers crossed. Unfortunately, there's no help for these ladies. A complex relationship between infertility and psychological distress. So here's the abstract right here, which essentially sums up this whole shenanigans. Infertility is defined as the inability to procreate, carry, or deliver a baby naturally. The majority of specialists describe infertility as being unable to get pregnant after having tried for at least 1 year. The relationship between infertility and psychological stress is complex on one hand. Infertile couples are subject to greater stress and have a greater risk of developing psychological disorders compared with normal, healthy couples. On the other hand, high levels of psychological distress have been indicated to increase infertility. That's what we call a vicious circle, for those in the know. Or,
if you're a woman, the vicious cycle.
yes, 5 to 7 days a month. Therefore, in the present review, the main factors that may lead to increased stress in couples who try to conceive, psychological stress is the reason for infertility, and the therapies that can help decrease psychological distress and increase chances of pregnancy are underlined. In addition to the psychological side effects that may occur from infertility itself, a range of other side effects can be caused by hormones and drugs used to treat infertility. No, it's not like Big Pharma wants to turn you into perma patients.
Monkeying around with somebody.
That's not why we're opening up gender clinics for children all around the country, right?
Yeah, Jesus.
Right.
I mean, if these hormones are bad for women who naturally have them, then they must be perfectly safe for young kids who don't, right? Winning.
Wow, the logic is thick here.
Looney Tunes.
The logic is thick here.
And what's crazy
God
is
damn it.
this week we were sent 2 articles that seem completely unrelated to this, but they fit like a glove. And here's the first one. Evan,
Here we go.
I swear to you, I did not Photoshop this. I did not make this up. This is absolutely true. New studies suggest having a pet cat increases the risk of schizophrenia. Experts say it could be due to toxic parasites that pets carry. Owning a cat is linked to double the risk of developing schizophrenia. Wow! The crazy cat lady phenomenon is real, and it has a medical origin.
Oh, listen, when I was a kid, there was a woman that lived at my block. And there were hundreds of cats living in her garage. The city had to come and catch as many as they could.
My God!
It was terrible. Ugh.
No, thank you. Of course, and it also says marijuana may be behind 30% of schizophrenia cases.
Oh, fuck.
That's interesting.
Smoke a lot of marijuana.
You gotta smoke a lot of dupes for that, and not to mention the fact that, I mean, when you're smoking it, you're inherently taking in all of the impurities that are grown around it in the soil, because hemp is really good at siphoning all that stuff away, which is why when people tell me they're taking CBD, I'm like, are you taking American-grown CBD? Because why? Because if you get the cheap shit from China, it's going to come from either Russia or China. Okay? Russia plants their CBD in Chernobyl to remove radiation from the ground. And then they send it over here. You can buy at the gas station because you're an idiot. And then China plants theirs in old tobacco fields. Tobacco's not carcinogenic, right?
Yep.
I'm just asking.
Well, there's also
Be aware where your shit comes from.
waste and chemical runoff.
Oh yeah, because they have their own environmental protection
Yeah, they're
agency,
all
right?
about protecting the environment. Yeah, right. Sure.
Suck a dick. All the dicks.
Just line them up.
So, and this isn't some very small study. This is a review of 17 studies by researchers down in Australia. The land of the didgeridoo.
Well, we do have a lot of guys watch the show from Australia.
Yes, we do. We did have Sydney Bigtown back on the
Yeah.
He's a nice dude.
That's just the time thing, though.
Yeah. They found individuals exposed to cats before the age of 25 had approximately twice the odds of developing schizophrenia. In the paper, scientists pose that the link is likely due to the parasite found in pets called Toxoplasma gondii, also known as, T. gondii, which can enter the body via a bite.
Well, it's that, and you can actually get it from the dust from the litter box.
Litter box, and then not only that, you have these people, that they let their cats, they have them in the litter box in the house, right? And then they let their cats walk on their counters where they prepare food. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? The good idea Perry called. What's the worst that could happen? Please go fucking crazy. Great! No, women aren't crazy, right? They're just not the same women that our grandfathers married. And it's because of one more element. Not just feminism, although it's a direct result of it. Apparently it's also birth control. Oh yeah, this is really interesting. Oral birth control may alter the part of the brain responsible for emotion, anxiety, and fear, possibly making women on the pill more likely to engage in unsafe behaviors. Researchers from Canada, now this is a very small study, and it is from Canada, but Canada's not really in the business of actually doing real research and releasing its findings if it reflects poorly on females, so I tend to think that there may be more to this.
Yeah, there are no death panels.
England was always wrong about everything. That's right. So 139 chicks from Canada, aged 23 to 35, found that those taking the oral contraception had thinner regions of their frontal lobe than those who had never taken or stopped taking.
Wow.
That thinning is thought to impact social conduct and impulsivity, possibly leading to women on oral contraceptions having lower inhibitions, taking more risks, and having less fear. It's almost as if they were reading our minds.
What's it go wrong? What can go wrong? Yeah, you send these women to college and give them
Fuck
alcohol
off.
and drugs.
And you send them to the all-you-fuck buffet, essentially. Yeah, good times. Maybe there's a reason that women tend to... Now, this is the funniest part of the article, and I love this. Maybe there's a reason women tend to be more risk-averse than men. Perhaps because they're more at risk of suffering significant consequences of risky behavior, whether it's physical danger or sexual intimacy. Perhaps God designed women to be a counterbalance to male risk-taking. Now, these memes are priceless. Why women live longer than men.
Yeah, like that guy.
There's no glory here, just so we're clear.
They got one dude stabilizing the ladder with his arm. Really gonna stop that fatty breaking his ass up the stairs.
Oh, it's great.
Get at it. Oh, yeah. I've seen that before. I've seen that actually in the army barracks.
Anybody ever seen a spinal compression injury? Good times.
Bad.
Yeah, feed the bear. Just dangle raw meat in front of its face. What could go wrong?
It'll be fine.
It's all good.
Here we go.
He's sawing the boards off that he's standing on.
I've seen Iraqis do this in Iraq.
Way go, Haji.
No, literally.
This is my favorite.
Oh my God, this is so dumb.
They've got, it's kind of on the small side, so I'll have to describe. They got a table in the middle, I don't even know what's on it, maybe like a radio or something, there's beers, and they have a surge protector floating on two sandals.
But they have the surge protector plugged into another surge protector.
Yeah, which is dangling on the edge of the pool. We're gonna come out of that pool. They're gonna
Die. That's what
You're gonna die.
Yeah, they're gonna beat him out, man.
But, mad props to the person who took time out to take this photo just so we can all laugh at these chuckling morons.
Oh my God. Now listen when I'm saying.
Oh, yo. I love this. Maybe God's design is such that the human body is pretty much freaking perfect as it is, and we shouldn't be loading it with mass-produced hormones, the effects of which we only barely understand. I'm just saying.
Yeah. 100%.
The scientists conducting this study said, well, more research needs to be done. You think? But their results suggest exposure to sex hormones plays a role in the structure of the nervous system. Who knew?
Well,
It's not like we don't know what puberty does to the average
well,
person.
first of all, women usually develop their mid switch right around, 12 to 13.
And they develop, like, just I don't even know what it is when they're like...
It's literally between their shoulder blades.
Your daughter was 3 when she's like...
Yeah. Correct. Wow. Stand corrected on that one.
Wow. So now we
Come down here and fight me like a man!
Big lie, you're not talking about 2020, you're talking about feminism. Feminism has destroyed women's happiness, their lives, their fertility, and this is a big one here. This is something that I didn't get a chance to talk about earlier, but I want to make sure that it was mentioned right here. Here's another article from Forbes. You take all of this stuff, the birth control, the crazy cat lady starter kit, the schizophrenia, and the fact that they're insisting that the problem is not them making terrible decisions, it's a lack of marriageable men.
Yeah. Compounded. Because, we have to step it up. Alright, so let me get this straight.
And never mind all the facts.
I need to be a star athlete. I gotta have a six-pack. I gotta be 6 feet or at least taller. And if I'm not, because Mother Nature put it in my pooper, I'm out of the game automatically. Then I have to go to college, grad school, work for 5 to 10 years to build up, my nest egg or whatever, so I can attract a woman who's 170 pounds when they walk across the stage on high school and has had probably half a dozen dicks from every orifice in her goddamn body. She's had exposure to see beyond. Her hair is permanently fucking moosed.
I couldn't have put it any better than that.
You gotta push me over the edge to me. It's fine. Go knife hand drill sergeant on people.
And that's why people tune in.
Oh my god.
But this is what it really... You have to wonder about this too. Women are waiting until later in life to have children according to the most recent Bureau data. In the last 30 rates for women in their prime years, ages 20 to 24, have declined by 43%.
Well, listen, I'm going to be honest, it gets worse. Well, man, it's happening to men too. I think as the chemicals also, it's not only just the birth control, but I think it's absolutely.
And the byproduct of the chemical hormone bullshit are municipal water. If you drink tap water, stop! If you're out in the sticks and you have well water, that's fine. Put a double osmosis filter in that bitch and you're golden, okay? But if you live in a suburban or urban area and you are drinking municipal water, you are drinking byproducts of birth control piss.
And other
medications. Stop it. And on top of that, you've got the FDA, which is nothing more than a shill organization that's at the whim of whoever's going to bribe them enough.
CDC. There you go. But here's another thing. There's like a lot of the municipal water supplies were constructed back in the day before they knew anything about it. And chemicals, hormones, what have you.
Exactly.
They could probably redesign it to take care of that, but that's going to cost more.
Yeah. And why would we want to actually spend money taking care of our citizens when we can displace disabled veterans and
economic migrants?
Yes. And force us all to pay for that shit. Fuck off. This does get worse though. Oh, here we go. I can't wait. At the same time, the fertility is declining for women in their prime years by 4 years. Birth motherhood between 35 and 39 has increased by 67%.
Yep. And those are probably the women are like, oh my god, I'm out of time. Then we have that one fucking...
Who else wants some?
Yeah, and they either, go get the sperm donor, the frozen pop, or they, go to the glory hole, get bang one out behind the dumb cumster at a bar.
Well, some of these women who do IVF, twins and triplets, it's quite common.
It is common because of all the shit that they're pumping into their system.
Well, also, they put like multiple embryos in there hoping that at least one will stick.
Yep, and it does happen. It does happen. God damn! What a time to be alive.
Well,
but it's all our fault.
It's hilarious.
We have to. It's all our fault, Pop.
I take 100% accountability.
We're just not marriageable enough.
No, I was that guy doing CPR on that dude's ass, and all of those chicks in high school that were getting primed at the pump early. Yeah, it's my fault. Shut up.
Yeah.
Pound some sand.
Bottom line, ladies, if you don't like what we have to say, read the meme.
I love that one. Die, man, you salty bitches.
Your salty tears do not supply iodine, a necessary dietary ingredient. Second dick.
But yeah, my God. Unbelievable. But
Pound sand badge.
and this is going to be worse. You know that, right?
It is.
They're not worse. It took us from the 70s to get to the train wreck we're in. They would have to do a complete 180, and it would take a minimum of 2 fucking decades to undo this shit just to get to like normal.
And you want to know what else happened in the 1970s? Jimmy Carter,
Stop
the
it!
Department of Education.
Don't you fucking dare!
Went from being first on the planet in education to the low 20s.
Oh, and I was reading this article a year and a half, 2 years back, that there were 3 counties, I want to say in New York State,
Should use
where they
chainsaw
couldn't
on one
even
of them.
come up with half a dozen people to pass college algebra at high school. Shocker. Oh, shocker. Yeah, because math is racist, even though everything in the universe runs on fucking math.
Yeah.
How is that white supreme people?
Literally, the images on your screen
Math.
are math.
Math. It's all math.
It's all ones and zeros.
Yeah.
Damn.
Math.
Math. Why do you
Math.
think we love math here so much?
I remember I came home on leave. I went to go see Mrs. Backus, my algebra teacher. She was my geometry teacher, 1 and 2. And they're giving her all kinds of shit. And I'm walking by because I want to go talk to one of my teachers. And I hear this guy like, what do we need a geometry for? And I walk in there, my dress screen's like, who said that? Everything. I get up there, I'm like, you see this triangle? You see this right here? If I'm firing a mortar here, this is the highest point. I need to be more aircrafts that come lower than this. Yeah. They're all like, what the fuck is this? Oh, I love that woman, Miss Backus. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there.
Dave used to bang a chick I went to school with named Backus. You really great taste too, you lucky fucker. He's smiling at me like,
Yeah, Dave is the research. He's the new guy, the research guy.
didn't even give me a reach around, you fat. Only if there's eye contact, of course, yeah. It's only weird if you're staring at my back pussy, bro. Don't make it weird. Weird. This is why we keep him around, man.
Yeah, good shit, man.
It is good shit. And you know what? All these ladies, you know, who are going to get mad at this, they all expect you to believe myths and other bullshit. And this is what they mean when they think, you know, babe, I didn't mean to cheat. It just happened. I mean, I just tripped and fell, and it went in my mouth.
Yeah.
I just tripped and fell, and it went in my mouth.
He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. That's good shit right there.
Digital dude, you and your videos, man.
That
is some good shit.
That's
Now you're gonna get fun. Are we gonna tell 2, 3, 4 says, oh, topic. Like, if you could redo your set of today's tech, which equipment would you use? I don't know, I really like it. Most of this tech is new. So,
yeah, and you know, we went through a lot of trial and error. We got piles of the tech.
yeah, I do think that having the monitor off station here is better than having the whole computer here. I got a lot more work. But yeah, this mixer here is still A1, top of the line. Love it. I mean, my computer is on the older side, but you know what? It works. It works. It works. Yeah, and these headsets were real steal. These are only, I mean, if you guys want to do any podcasting or anything like that on your own, these headsets are only like $125 on Amazon. They're Audio Technica XLR for the mic, $3 for the headset. Really good deal.
Good deal.
Check it out. Ben, I am, just to clarify, I don't have chronic fatigue, lupus, or gluten-free. The parentheses were supposed to be read in a soppy female voice. Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, like, dude, tough life. I I mean, according to House, it's never lupus.
Well, most of the time, if you have a gluten problem, it's really you cannot deal with the artificial folic acid.
Yeah.
You have like there's something going on in your DNA.
A lot of that shit in cereal.
And they fortify everything with that shit now, with folic acid.
Yeah, I know. I tell people all the time, like, don't just if it comes in a box, it's probably not the best thing for you.
That's right.
Fan I am oral birth control. Is that a euphemism for a beach?
Yeah!
There we go.
I'm gonna write that down.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I've got the best birth control there is. Open wide. Oh, it's totally hilarious. It is, and I've got video for that.
Oh no.
That's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh god, no.
Oh yeah, it's so damn funny. You realize it's so fucking hard.
Is this the one you want to send me?
Play it one more time. Don't play.
Oh my god! Oh shit, that was that's a chef's kiss right there.
That's from Ascension. Dude, never change.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. We need to save that one.
What's my name?
We need to save that one. That one's
I'm saving it. That's going in the file.
How you gonna go eat? How you gonna get strong bones if you don't eat your bones?
So we have what, next Tuesday and Thursday before we go on vacay?
That is correct.
Right, so on Thursday before we go on vacay, let's retouch on all of the videos we did this year. Alright. And then we can ask people what they thought or answer questions.
If there's even time for that. And I'm going to tell you why, because everybody in the chat is going to want to know this. 285 of you over on YouTube and 884 of you over on Rumble are going to want to know that a week from tonight, not only will I be here, not only will Dear Sarge be here.
All right.
Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell is going to be here.
He's coming into town.
Yeah. You guys wanted a stream with Dear Sarge, the Popster, and Fitzwell. It's going to happen, and probably sooner than you expected. So, Merry fucking Christmas.
Any other stupid
Ben Diana
fucking
says, my
questions?
favorite insult. He got a touch of autism. That explains a lot of these sounds, actually. Now that I didn't even want.
Alright, cool.
That's up there with washing the pussy in the
Oh
sink.
my god! We have to put that all-time favorite folder.
That's going in there, yeah.
That is about as funny as the dick snap.
Oh, that's great. Norcepticus says, question, what's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? Answer, you can't hear an enzyme.
Well, enzymes build and destroy things. Hormones
But you hear hormone, though.
Yeah,
you hear hormone a lot.
Yeah. Listen, I spent a lot of time in the barracks. I heard a lot of hormones.
Yep. Yeah, it's good times. Yep.
More cock!
More cock!
My god.
Sean St. George says, Blake, you're making that choking on a dick sound a little too well. Almost suspicion point? Yeah, that wasn't me. That was the background.
That's the background, man.
Jailed. Emperor Revolver, beware of dog moms. You never know what those dogs go through. I do. A jar of peanut butter. Damn, that's die, man, you salty bitch.
Dude, that is hilarious.
Say my name, say my name. Oh! I really don't want this anymore. Alright, dudes, it is 9:22, so we're gonna have to take a break for the new tech. Hopefully you don't all just see me sitting here picking my nose and like unzipping my fly and shit like you did the last time. Yeah, what the fuck was going on? That was embarrassing. That was really weird. Alright, we got some Jeffrey Paul tunes here for you. Jimmy Bones, if you are in the chat, if you can paste those links into the YouTube chat for the 830 dudes who are over there, we got some more funny videos for you. We got some more stories on new tech, and we got better plugs on new tech.
Yeah!
So come on over. It's a good time. Links are being posted in the chat right now. Come on, join us on Rumble, Odyssey, MGTOW.tv, D-Live, Twitch, or Kick.
Yeah, Big Tom's been having problems.
Yeah, just like Gretchen Whitmer, it's one size fits all. We'll see you in 5 minutes.
All right.
Disgusting bastards. Say my name. Goddamn bastard! Kiss my ass!
Yeah, you got me on that one.
Welcome to New Tech, ladies and germs. I hope it's your first time.
Hey, in the wiener with the wiener.
Hey, could be worse. Could be worse. I gotta hit you in the mouth with a wiener. Like I did during the one-pop culture.
We're so fucked up.
You know, hit me in the mouth with a
I
wiener,
have
bro.
no idea why there isn't like 100,000 people watch the show, because we are just some rude, crass bastards that speak the truth and we don't fucking care.
We are some rude, crude mother fornicators. That's for damn sure. But hey, that's why you guys tune in. Nothing wrong with that. So what is this? We got from Gendai 351 over on Rumble, where we still have over 1,000 people watching, 1,062. And over on Odyssey, there are 68, just one shy of the magic number. 69, the magic number over on MGTOW.tv. Fantastic. Chance exploding with blood, like always. D-Live currently watching. Twitch is rocking 18, and Kick is rocking 13.
Alright.
We got a petitioning for a one-time replay of Ginger Hamster's first news due to sound issues on Tuesday, if Pop approves, and if you can we end the show with Motherfucker Blake?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Ginger, the thing was hilarious, but the volume was not good.
Oh, the volume wasn't good? Well, let's give it a first third.
Thank you.
Of course, he sent it, trying not to dox the dude too, so because of course, he sent it to in an email after the stream started when I tell you guys not to do that. For a very good reason. It's because if you want me to play this stuff, it's better that I have it before the stream so that I don't have to risk doxing you assholes. It is what it is. I mean, I've got them now.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why I was muted. It's because I was trying to not have to share the tab that shows this dude's full name and email address. So, just so we're clear, I'm not being a dumbass. I'm literally trying to be conscientious.
You're trying to be polite.
I'm trying to be polite. Polite. Alright, let's try this now. Okay, Ginger Hamster News. Alright, now I can actually play it. I'll put this one up on here too. Alright, here we go. Share this tab instead. Now I should be able to show you guys without fucking anything up. There we go. Now we can just leave this up there too. Yeah, but it's not as nice. Here we go.
Thank you, Jimmy. This is Ginger Hamster reporting live from the scene of the crime. We are here at Woodlawn Cemetery in Old Detroit. A local man hired a septic tank operator to empty his tanker in the most unlikely of places. The driver and this local man are facing many charges from the district attorney's office, including, but not limited to, desecrating a grave, willful dumping of toxic waste, bribery, and indecent exposure. Witnesses report the man could be seen cackling with sadistic glee gravesite was completely engulfed in raw sewage. He reportedly asked to be allowed to add his own flavor to the dirty slurry as the septic tank driver collected his money and hurried away. He was also seen allegedly bribing the local cemetery staff to cover the gravesite as quickly as possible. He reached out to the law firm now, but have received no response from his team. This is Ginger Hamster reporting live for the fake news. Back to you, Jimmy.
I like it. It's nice. Not bad at all. Hopefully everybody heard that one come through just fine. Yeah. Alright, we have a Broken Pine 284 over on Rumble says, when do you guys get to a stream on Tradwives? We can touch on it. I want to say earlier this year or last year.
Fuck you.
Yeah, the TikTok thing. Yeah, we did do a stream on Tradwives. It's just been a while. Mahalo 321. Here's 1 cent for every time Pop made me laugh over the years. Thank you. $10. Alright, thank you. Thank you, K-Note 72. Sour Quantahas being tricked into not marrying men to fleece them, actually. And then moving kids to abort or brainwash or psychologically destroy? Sounds like a win for society. Digital Dude 1. Hi, dudes. I'm watching my great niece. She'll be 1 in January. Sweet little girl. I had outpatient surgery today. Thought new. That's good. Even drugs. Surgery down the food hole. That's not good. Memes in the mail. And he needs to learn punctuation so that I can actually read his shit properly. Well, you know. Shit happens.
Look at it!
Here we got some memes here. If you import the third world, you become the third world. Isn't that wrong? History teaches us that men are controlled when they are unarmed. Governments are controlled when men are well-armed. Correct. Hence the Second Amendment. Without freedom of speech, we would not know who the idiots are. That's absolutely true right there. Wow. Putin declares a globalist terrorist Klaus Schwab is a legitimate military target. I've been saying that for years. I concur with Putin. Yeah, I've been saying that for years. Yeah. Grand Theft Economy looks legit. I love all the ice cream. I hate that, man. WEF warns 2024 likely to bring catastrophic cyber event.
Warning, all armed personnel. The mortals challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
I don't think there's any ammo in here. I'm just taking a look.
And sooner or later, they're going to piss off enough people, and then they'll get a lesson in the real use of power. Because, yeah, money and slacktivism, that's not it. The cure for autism is called Surabit. Octavia Nova, a relatively cheap procedure costing less than $30. It's been around almost 100 years with the answer. Only one note for the kids with ADS who are nonverbal, and they began speaking in sentences within 9 hours. That's very interesting. Wow. I didn't hear about this. We'll have to look it up. I have to look that up. Yeah, just because something is on the internet does not make it true. Yes, for the record. But it's got my spelling. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Tantalum 180, post-wall, childless, and single? Welcome to the 40 to 80 sentencing. Guilty! We care not for your fee-fees. Send me out with OG boxed wine and can't I can do that because it's right fucking here. What? We just... You bunch of pussy. It's hilarious. You can kiss my ass. Right there. That's trouble.
Ooh, another one.
That's trouble and expensive. Bad. Jerry Conway, Shalom gents, check your email for subject 70s feminism. This ought to be good. Pop, you mentioned seeing feminism in 1975. You and I are about the same age. I recall seeing a t-shirt advertised in copies of my mother's Women's Day and Family Circle magazines as a child around 1975 also, image attached. Alright, let's check this out. 1970s feminism, a indoctrination. A woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle. Disgusting programming, you're not kidding. But yeah, that's the original feminist saying. I remember that.
Dr. Hayden's office laboratory is located at the top of this facility.
Attention. Emergency protocols have been activated. Please exit the facility now.
Like lettering on your video thumbnails. Honestly, it's just because it catches the eye. Yeah.
My God.
There's a psychological thing with red and white as far as text and
And the
everything
blue and
goes.
red we used to do because it would show, it would shine, so half my face would be blue and the other half would be red.
Yeah, I mean, the good bad pop is red.
Good bad pop.
Yeah, but you can't do black text unless you have something white behind it, so I decided on the other.
That's cool.
But they're all stroked in black, just like your ex.
God damn!
Dave's like, you
You're gonna
motherfucker.
get me sick.
I just said X. I did not use the red
Attention.
withdrawn.
Emergency protocols have been activated. Please exit the facility now.
At least not over that. Maybe something else. Because I'm a dick.
Yeah.
Clue 3188. I'm convinced women's mental and fertility issues are caused by them forcibly altering their hormones throughout their most developmental years by taking birth control as soon as they get to the period.
Well, remove the lenses individually. Not happening.
That frontal lobe area of your brain.
Demonic presence threat level 5 entering main laboratory.
What could go wrong? Yeah. And now we're going to give these hormones to kids who are even younger because they picked up a G.I. Joe instead of a Barbie. Makes sense. If you're a greedy globalist kid fucker.
Yeah, I gotta cover up the other nipple with the buckle there.
Bill Gates.
Opening the portal now.
These people piss me off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Susan McCarley! All right.
All right.
Have a drink on me tonight, guys. I already did. It's the last beer in the fridge, too. And my only other choice is to drink water or drink cock. I prefer to leave this to the professionals. Call your ex. Tell her I have a job for her.
Hey! You're gonna get sued, man. Stop.
That's okay. I had pineapple with my dinner, so it might be a little too sweet and put her into a diabetic coma.
Fuck.
Didn't realize how bad that was until it came out.
Yeah.
It's all good. Tantalum 180. Stop! Taken from the resident water Proto municipal law, water is often worse yet. Well water very often has extreme issues. I will do everything I can to help whoever seeks help. Well, yeah, well water does have issues too. You gotta get it tested. That's why you have to get it tested. You have to get a filtration system. That's why I said you have to have a filtration system. Yeah. Well water. Nick Coldest, sun fails to rise tomorrow. It's all man's fault. That's pretty much. Yeah. Hospital full of male children, you know, killed by Moab. Women most affected. Yeah, I remember Hillary saying that women were the primary victims of war. Wow. K-Note 72, I gotta get that salty biatch meme. Well, if you're on the Gilded chat, shoot me a message, and I'll give it to you. If not, redonkulousblake@gmail.com, I'll send it to you. Anybody who wants it. Which means that I'm gonna probably get an email from Sean in 3, 2, 1. I'll check it in a minute. Digital Doom. My dad worked for the city water department. He would bring home short pieces of water pipe, 1/8 to 4 inches of rock hard deposits of shit. Even though we have top 10 quality water.
Jesus, still 45 minutes left on the upload of the one video. Fuck.
Just imagine that.
Yeah, that one was taken down in about an hour. Fuck.
Recycled this shit.
Yeah, that's why I need a secret hunting because I already got all the secrets.
We bathe in it. God, it's disgusting. I know.
Yeah, just reinforces my idea that I'm gonna like live stream every single other episode.
This one here. Make sure that I'm giving
Just so
proper
that,
credit
like,
where it is
time
due.
doesn't
Comes
run out
from
on it.
Cement Butter Hauler. Check it out. You can't make this shit up.
Man, we in here unloading this truck, man. I'm up on the ladder. My nigga tell me, get your black ass off the ladder. I said, man, why? He said, man, you gonna fall, your black ass gonna fall. I said, man, I ain't about to fall, man. Who the hell you is, man? Look at the side of that ladder. I'm looking on the
Oh shit!
side of the ladder.
I forgot. I need my spacesuit for this one.
You want your white man? They doing just fine. Now look at your black ass. Get your black ass off that ladder.
I need the spacesuit, otherwise I'm gonna suffer explosive decompression.
Now this one here, Pop. Make sure you don't drink
There we
anything
go.
when I start playing this.
All sealed up.
Okay.
This is one of the quintessential Thought Thursday videos. And as
Don't
soon
need
as
to
it
shut.
cuts to the person
I may
that this chick
be
is interviewing,
fucking
you're gonna see why.
fucking angry fucking demon grinder on legs, fucking anger golem. But doesn't mean it doesn't mean I won't suffer explosive decompression. Decompression.
And empty Mountain Dew cans all around them, and it just had a real stank smell that is involved
Jesus,
with
let me
people.
speak English.
I'm just gonna paint you an image and like
It's the lack of self-awareness of a person talking about Cheeto dust
There we
and
go.
empty food containers and a rank smell while looking like that.
Well, she's chainsaw fat. I mean, literally, you're gonna have to cut her in half to drag her out of the building when she dies.
Oh my god, I think lawn chairs are this woman's kryptonite along with accountability and responsibility.
the fedora's a little crusty, and the beard, the neck beard is strong, but the facial hair is weak. And there's a little spot in the back, and you could just see the fedora just talking enough to your life. And he's sitting there muttering under his breath about how, like, Jessica Alba's ugly. Right. You know, that's what you're talking about.
She's a middle. Look, she got a yankle and a shankle.
Woo!
How the on? That arm is a shankle.
It is,
I like that gun.
twice
I'm
the
gonna
size
need that
of
gun.
her head.
That's
I already got one in the inventory. Does it dual wield them now?
He denied the right to talk about incels.
Oh.
10,000 is firing.
That is 400 pounds of shit in a size 14 bag.
Yeah, wow.
That was a bad one. Oh. And we have another funny story from the Youth Group Chronicles sent into
Let me kill him! Let me kill him!
Alright, this is a good
The
one.
Slayer has entered the facility.
Walked up to me, asked an
Damn right! Hi, boys! I'm back!
that her son had been spending a lot of time.
10,000 is firing.
You can imagine my surprise as a youth pastor, a parent complaining to me about how much her students spend in the Bible app. She persisted. It's like 5.
Shit.
This kid was on the Bible app. So one night, she decided to go
Wait a
into the
minute.
Bible app to take
I
a
want to
look.
see if this works.
To her porn, she found
60.
pictures of her son sent to his girlfriend via the Bible app.
That is nuts.
Her son had been taking scriptures and customizing the images with his nude photos. So
105.
every picture he sent his girlfriend had a little scripture verse inscribed in the corner.
So if I get 105 when I do this, whoop, then
Others do not get smited down with a light. Oh my god. I gotta give it to him. That's crafty. You like made a little devotional plan for her.
alright, hang on. I know, I'm doing it for a third time, but hang on.
For legal reasons, I was never on this podcast.
I was never here. Oh my gosh. That kid needs to go to jail. That's prison time. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
I say holy shit, not even realizing how punny that is.
How funny.
Good joke,
Whatever. You don't like it? It's fine. Hey, that's
And
a
setting
very nice,
set to ultraviolet.
expensive.
Give me!
Trouble
This is
there.
way too expensive for the monster.
Ugh. Quite horrendous. And how freaked out would you be if you, like, you know, were wondering what the heck's going on with your daughter's phones, and you go in there and you find a whole bunch of, like, yeah, that's when you scoop your own eyes out with an ice cream scoop.
People would get wrecked.
Ugh.
Would not handle that well.
Horrendous. Oh man, so many people still reacting to the 500-pound Brimolo.
She had to be a minimum of 500 pounds.
Man, the harpoons. That guy, 1975.
Man, the
Pop was
harpoons,
a
lads.
Slayer. Did you ever go that bad?
No.
No, Pop's limit was like 170.
Yeah.
Professor Blake Puas Blaster 3000 chimes in with, I have a friend that has a Caucasian Shepherd. Look up the dog if you want. His girlfriend wanted him to get rid of his dog, and he told her to fuck off, you're a bitch, and a dog, and get out of my life.
Nice.
Proper fucking response.
You never fucking.
You ain't taking down my good boy.
That's just out of bounds.
Somebody wants me to shoot a butt again.
Warning.
I'm always
BFG
eager to play.
10,000 is
Hey, $150 on that DM.
We're gonna jump on over to the MGTOW chats here. Here we go. Got Crazy Uncle. I made
Power source of the
Aw,
BFG 10,000 should be of interest to you.
it is It's good to realize that women aren't just the ones treating us like mushrooms.
The reason why I fucking researched there for the ultraviolence is because I swear to God, I think if it's ultraviolence, it spawns a Hell Knight, like when they're going up into that corridor at the end there.
Mando, you have to wonder how many barracks bunnies have similar stories to your girl who ran out in tears. Yeah. Mando says, I'm 42, never gotten all the way yet, so I'm not so down bad that I have a single mother who's not a widow. We'll even get past my first reunion. Alright, you know. Mando says, next week is going to be an all-star military streamer thought Thursday. Out fucking standing.
Nope.
Damn right. Van I Am says, ladies, you feel your biological clock ticking is actually the alarm going off. And alarms go off when time is up. It's over. No more time left.
That's right.
Not wrong.
I have no sympathy.
I have a little bit of sympathy for this woman here. Not her. It's a nice ass, though. But you know, everybody goes to the gym. You go to the gym after 7 p.m. and you see stuff like this. This comes to us from Super Chuck. It's a pretty funny video, actually. Most of the time, you know, the women make these videos and they're really, really funny. Yeah, this one's genuinely funny.
Okay. I don't care. I'll eat tip shells just to not deal with that shit again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it literally just refunded my ammo I took to take it down, so.
It's just ingenuity right there.
Can respawn? Yeah, I see the circle. Okay.
You're gonna die, bro.
Boom. Alright, stock me up nice and healthy.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god!
Not much difference so far between Hurt Me playing in ultraviolence.
Oh, the X just a spider walk. And now he's doing Spider-Man.
Yeah! What the fuck is that?
And I'm out.
The couch thing at the end. The couch thing.
Where did you get that?
That was awesome.
Alright.
Yeah. Hey, bring that out of the office. What?
What? The fuck are you talking about?
I'm still short, are you kidding me?
Absolutely epic. Alright, we're gonna jump over to the Odyssey chat.
Just a crumb of, fucking... Oh, there we go.
Looks like I'll be joining you guys on Odyssey tonight for donations.
Just a crumb of armor.
Got up and running.
Asking you shall receive. And there's the fucking crumb of plasma I was gonna be asking for.
Blanket. Sorry.
Slayer threat level at maximum.
Dragon Ball X, apparently. Awesome. Chief Gigabits to slap the whole nation for one of the stories of what happened when Charlie and I played with dynamite and a couple memes.
Woo!
Track.
Love Chief Gigabits' stories. He's gonna be playing with dynamite in this one? Alright, you little bastard, let's see what you got. Please tell me. Nice shooting tech, holy shit.
Alright, I knew that somebody was gonna want this tonight.
Ammo back.
God, no.
So here you go.
Why are you running? Richie just refunded the purchase, however, there was more.
10,000 is firing.
Oh wait, more plasma here. Hey, is this thing still active? Can I go back to the other room and grab that plasma? No, fuck you.
Why do people want to see this?
I don't know, but it's hilarious.
It's not.
It isn't, and if you don't think it's funny, then you're an asshole.
Oh, and well, time to get going on these guys here, if I'm correct. Yeah, I'm correct. Most often correct in this game.
Oh my god.
Why are you running?
We're in the Odyssey jet, my bad. Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna jump around on me a little bit.
You little bastard.
Okay, 25 from Schmuck. Thank you so much. He said, little acknowledged fact. Succubi and Incubi are the same demons. The only difference is which manifestation it chooses of the target. You know what time it is, ladies? 40 to 80s.
Woo! Smooth.
Don't touch me. $100 million tits.
Fucking what happened to that? What I got? Yeah, I was eaten away by the fucking
globalists go fuck themselves. Well, first of all,
guy's plasma burned or fucking bio burn.
Yeah, go try to strong arm the richest man in the world. See how far you get. Blake, guys, Elon is starting his own university in Texas for $100 million, and the acronym is TITS.
Really?
I love tits. I can't complain. Alucard, me and my friend logged 455 crypto critters. Hey, camera, my wife only took long enough to send this from 18 months of the first turned into a Godzilla-grade turbo psycho bitch. Those went away real quick. Yeah, my wife actually has a clotting disorder. She's got 5 live disorder. So it was impossible for her to ever take any sort of stuff. She tried the IUD thing and it popped out like a champagne cork. So, you know, come in or come on her.
I don't need to hear this.
Spunk it on her trunk. So oral contraception means blowjobs.
Yeah.
There you go. Eat the pineapple, dudes. It works. I have paid us. So let me get this straight. This woman pulls a Ben Shapiro, and Vincent agrees with the fact that feminism as a whole was alive and apparently learned nothing by turning around and immediately blaming. I think this epiphany she had is just her snorting another hit of copium. Whale shock. Well, I mean, the first chick, she had the epiphany. The second chick was not the same. So it was
like, I just gotta cut my bait here.
The first chick, to her credit, was actually trying to take responsibility. Unfortunately, as soon as feminist dogpiled her, she backed out. McDowellmonger says, "Give the snip." Way ahead of you, brother.
Boom, boys, let's go.
Deactivated since 2017. Agent of Social Media Chaos, Blake, have you seen The Meat One? It's a horror movie character.
I haven't. I've not seen that.
Check that one out. Also, thanks for recommending Christmas Bloody Christmas last week. Really enjoyed it. Hell yeah. And I'm going to be going to see Thanksgiving this Sunday with my buddy. I don't know if I've heard that that's got some of the most imaginative kills that have come out of but I will say,
give me a goddamn break here.
Your hands fucking down. I mentioned it last week. Godzilla -1. It's still in theaters. Go see it. They decided to hold it over because it's been doing so well.
3 super shotgun shots? You just gotta hit him with it. It's a bomb.
Fucking see it. It is the best Godzilla movie ever.
Dude, I'm loving the super shotgun more and more. Like, fucking, I was saying in one of the fucking videos I fucking was gonna put on. Oh, the one that's uploading now. I was never really the biggest super shotgun fan, but I started to love it more and more.
And probably come. Congratulations! I love hot dogs. Hashtag me too. That's awesome.
What the fuck? I just died on a good side.
This meet, guys. We'll probably post it next week. Oh, great, here we go. The cactus nearly falling off the hinges from repeated impacts. Private quarters door. Where the fuck are these screens? No big-ass fart nuke story because I'm trying to add my first sci-fi. Now, you faggot, you're supposed to send us this shit. You've been teasing it for too long. Yeah, Jackal, don't do that shit. For that, I'm just not going to read the next few times you chat. You can just suck a big fat baby.
You only got us at that one.
He did. And then the big problem was the fucking mouse apparently decided to click on it and then zoom in. Like, I'm trying to click away from it and scroll up, and instead it clicks on it and zooms in. The fact that it was next to one of them made it even worse. Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna still hear. Why do I still hear boss music?
Alright, let's go. That's
dick holes.
Oh, women with guns?
Alright, we got
there it is.
I watched 300 today. I know it's a biography for Pop's ex, allegedly. I was told the hot gates from hell and all at once is pretty impressive.
The schematics show a maintenance hatch on the bridge.
Yeah, because of that little thing, I am going to have to pull this stream down off of pretty much every second. So,
thank you.
You can blame Jackal. I'm going to have to cut that out. So now that I know it, see, I'm going to know that that takes place roughly around. I'm going to make myself a note. Because it's about 2 hours into the stream.
Yeah, I got you.
It's gonna have to get edited and reposted. Thank you, Jackal, for fucking us 6 ways from Sunday.
10,000 is firing.
What would I expect? You're young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, Trump, chicks with guns, Calebon, your thumbnail text makes me hungry. Interesting. Dark Pegasus 87, every time women say men need to step up, tell them they said they couldn't handle it. There you go. Agent of social media cast, the lady talking about incels looks like Jabba the Hutt with legs. Yeah, that's closer to Jabba than Gorlock. Yeah. I mean, that actually...
Even the deer and 600 pounds arms were not that big.
No. Alucard wants Hillary, of course you do. Agent of social media chaos. Fun fact, the movie that took the #1 at the box office last week and outselling everything Hollywood made was an anime movie called The Boy and the Crane, which was made by Hayao Miyazaki. Yeah, I heard about that.
So did I.
Yeah, Miyazaki is a living legend. He's an absolute master. Disney should look up to him even more than they do. And because I owe Alucard, bastard.
You know the smoke is coming from Hunter buying smoke in his crack.
You're probably correct. Horrendous.
He's not part of the fucking nightmare. I don't know.
The Jim Rants one here.
Isn't he even nightmare mode? No, not nightmare. Ultraviolence. Holy shit! If I was playing on night, if this was nightmare, but so far it's literally the exact same. Same number of demons, same fucking, same spawn pattern, same fucking demons.
She was taller than my friend, so as soon as he stuck out his hands to feel her face, he just got both hands full of boob in front of the entire youth group. But here's the thing, because in a panic, he started saying, "I'm so sorry, Emily."
Control pod detects the energy source of the BFG 10,000.
Somehow, even blindfolded, he immediately knew who it was.
I wonder why.
Well, first of all,
It's from Ascension, from the Youth Group Chronicles. These are pretty fun. He grabbed what?
My youth group played a game where a blindfolded contestant had to feel the face of a person across from them and guess who it was. My friend was chosen to play the game, and everything was going smoothly until the third person walked up. She was taller
Would you like me to disable the safety protocols?
and to feel her face, just got both hands full in front of the entire youth group. But here's the thing, because in a panic, he started saying, "I'm so sorry, Emily." Somehow, even blindfolded, he immediately knew who it was.
well, first of all,
No, that's great.
Threw a shirt.
It wasn't the first time where he was jury
Right,
at that moment.
yeah. He knew exactly what was going on. He was like,
Sorry,
blindfold me.
Yeah, nice sweater puppets. Men at the beach.
Damn it! Come on.
Here. The Men at the beach. This comes from Cement Butter Hauler. I'm doing this every time I'm at the beach now.
When you go to the beach with men,
Oh, come on, you coward! I'm not fucking using that. I don't need that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, that
Stop
actually should have played
clicking
earlier
the
when we were
fucking
looking
rifle.
at those beats that Digital News sent in, because this is just beyond hysterical. This one comes from Keith.
what the is modern clothing. That means tons of Americans moving to the uncomplicated education, the plague, or even invasion.
What? Behind you!
What happens when it goes the other way?
Oh my god! You're thinking of moving to Mexico City? Wow, one simple recommendation. Gentrification is the name of the game. Today, the flood of Americans has caused concentration necessities to grow. Rent has more than doubled for some.
Yeah, what would illegal immigration does here? At least these people are immigrating legally.
How about when immigrants come to America?
They're trying to show you you're
Or
going to
these are as they should be.
Mexican City are working remotely and still getting paid in US dollars. Some locals have benefited from increasing tourism, but for many, that doesn't balance out rising costs and inflation. Mexicans are also fed up with Americans ignoring cultural and social norms.
Oh no!
And some complain that certain
Mexicans
places
would never do that
more
here.
Spanish. Local businesses are being forced to shut down in provinces by cafes and Pilates studios.
People looking to see
If they're being forced to shut down, they're not making a profit.
I want to get a place, but it's really difficult.
It's called
Prices are
business.
so high that even with a good salary, it's very difficult. You're
Bummer.
Yep. Oh, that's a good one here from Steve-O UK. Boy, grabbing the girl's boobs must have been a trip down memory lane.
Dad joke.
That's beautiful. I like it. I like it. And I mentioned this one earlier.
Oh no.
Sorry, that took a while.
Ladies, when your man snuggles up to you at night and puts his twig and berries, you know, and that's space where your butt crack nestles and keeps it nice and warm, just fuck him.
babe. I'm not in the mood. Take care of it yourself.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Somebody's breaking in.
I'm not in the mood. Take care of it yourself.
Ow!
That was good.
I'm just saying.
Man can stop the
I told you before, bitch. Yes! Now let me look at that ass.
A robber.
That ass.
That's a bit too big.
Well, one day it will be.
Not working for me.
Nope. None of that shit, please.
Worse. Could be deep throating a popsicle.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, that's
This shit's hilarious. Alright, we're gonna go through the emails now. Alright. I know we got some good ones here. We got from Overthought Thursday, I have Tatus, sent a short. With the actual fuck, this video is covered by Taylor the Fiend, but I want Pop to get spun up like I did and have an excuse to push the Palpatine button. Okay. Let's pause it. Actually, no, I can read the button screen.
About how their churches are hosting baby showers for pregnant single moms or events for single moms. And that's great, but I think they keep from the diapers. Isn't it really going to make an impact on a single mom?
No!
That's a little different.
Their churches are hosting baby showers for pregnant single moms or events for single moms.
Alright, that's a hard pass.
Yeah, listen.
He told Bjorn
Shit not to do that. And you go ahead and do it. Go pound some sand. Get some cash. Sell your cash. So.
That's basically what she did anyway.
Yeah.
She's getting child support, she's getting sexual welfare, WIC, all that stuff. Who the fuck needs to pay your rent, Patty?
Yeah.
Not me. Kiss my ass right in the crack. Damn, that's ridiculous. Alright, Cheesecake Commission to slap the whole nation. Are we ready for story time?
How long is it?
We're about to find out.
Alright.
It's on the lengthy side.
Okay.
Fuck!
Charlie and I were lucky to grow up before the libs sucked the fun out of being a kid. During the summer after second grade, we started playing with dynamite. Unlike Bugs Wednesday, excuse me. We couldn't get a stick, but we could get a pound or so per week in half-ounce chunks, and sometimes close to half a pound a day off of my brother without his knowledge. Like Pugsley and Wednesday, we knew how to have fun. Back in the 60s, my oldest brother worked for the railroad, and one of his jobs at the rail yard was to make sure the safety kits in the caboose on every train were properly stocked. One of the items that often needed replacement was the track torpedo or detonator. They were small charges, about a half an ounce of dynamite wrapped in paper or tin glued to a 5-inch strip of lead. The strip would be wrapped around the rail.
I'm not shotgun. I need ammo, so I need fucking.
Train wheels would detonate the charge, signaling the engineer that there was an emergency on the track
fucking,
or a fog
armor.
bank ahead to slow down. It's kind of like how they triggered the bomb in Dire with a
Fuck, I still need
A little further on, the second set meant stop if there was a train stuck on the tracks ahead.
Still need shotgun ammo and
kids
fucking rifle ammo.
restocking. Most of the missing ones disappeared when train crew members took them to have fun with at home. Back then, no one cared. They were cheap and unregulated, not worth the expense of accounting for them. My brother often came home from work with his coat pockets stuffed with them in winter or in his backpack when the weather was warmer. He often forgot to put them back in the supply shack at the end of his shift. One day I asked what they were, and he unwisely told me. From that day on, I would check his coat or backpack while he took a shower after work. I always took 3 or 4, and sometimes more. He had no idea how many he came home with and refilled his pockets when he went back the next day. He could never remember whether he took them home or not, so I just started taking them all, up to 15 at a time.
Goddamn.
The first time I showed them to Charlie, I had half a dozen. When I told him they were dynamite, he said, "No way." I answered, "No way." We were both afraid to light one because we had nothing to fuse it with, but Charlie had an idea. Electric detonating horse hand. We walked to the abandoned lighthouse at the end of the stone jetty and started throwing them off onto the rocks below. That didn't work. They would not go off.
Access to surface gun bridge granted. Manual loading initiated.
We opened 3 of them, the subject contents into one of the Tampax tubes that we lifted off my sister, and we used a wick we pulled from one of my brother's M80s. Put it under an inverted paint can and lit it. We wanted to see how high it would lift the can. It blew the can apart.
It had disintegrated.
Too bad those fuses were totally inadequate for what we planned next.
Gun piss.
We decided to blast a tree stump in the woods a mile or so from our homes. It was about 1.5 feet in diameter and 5 or 6 feet high. We knew of many stumps, but this one was located in a place that offered the best concealment and escape route. Several days before we blew the stump, phrasing, we explored the adjoining wetland area, extra phrasing, that went on for about a mile toward the west. We were blazing a trail through the dry areas to get us to a road far enough away to avoid encirclement. At a couple places, we had to pile up rocks and dirt to create stepping stones above wet areas. We had our route planned out. We practiced to see how fast we could run to where the cattails began. We learned a year earlier not to run if you can't get outside their perimeter when 2 squad cars pulled into a public schoolyard next to a wooded area and we were setting off ladyfingers. They left almost immediately, but we didn't see them leave since we were in a headlong flight to exit the woods on the street furthest from them. That's where they were waiting for us and would have caught us if not for Charlie's cautious nature. Was the situation and saw them first.
3, 2, 1.
We outweighted them and left the way we came in near the school. We thought going to ground after blowing the stump would get us caught. We had no idea how much trouble we would have been in at the time, but the whipping we knew my father would lay on us was reason enough to plan things carefully and thoroughly in advance. Yes. Our town, West Haven, was also called Waste Haven because many areas were used for illegal dumping of all manners of trash. Charlie and I would take our tools to dismantling the appliances we found for the copper tubing and wiring in the motors. We dismantled them to sell the copper and any brass we found to the scrap metal and rag dealer who cruised around slowly in his truck, blowing the horn and calling out Junk Man as he drove. When the horn stopped working, he called out, "Beep, beep, beep, yeep, Junk Man." We heard that cry so many times I could hear his voice in my mind thinking about it. He gave us 20 cents a pound for copper and a little more for brass. He also bought cotton rags for $0.05 a pound, and Charlie and I would climb into apartment house dumpsters and pick the trash on Sunday nights in search of old t-shirts and anything else made out of cotton. Our friends were lazy and lacked imagination. They were always broke, but Charlie and I always had money in our pockets.
That's right, it's the same shit.
It took a while to work out a method of safely detonating the charge we were going to put together. My brother had acquired one of those lanterns that attached to a honking big battery. Took it home from work, left it in his car, and forgot about it. We acquired it with the intention of crafting an electric detonator.
I knew it!
There you go.
All right, that's what I used to do.
We had plenty of wire. All we had to do was unwrap the coil in a refrigerator or washing machine motor. We had a couple dozen to take apart sitting in the shed in Charlie's backyard, as well as car radiators, alternators, starters, window motors, etc. We ended up using a much smaller motor from an electric van. Wire was long and thinner, whereas the refrigerator motor had about 2 to 3 pounds of heavy gauge copper wire. We didn't want to use that much money since we would have to abandon our stuff to run. True story. We loved science and had an older brother who loved to tell me cool shit. He dumbed the science classes down so I could understand some of it. We applied some of the theory he taught me by joining 2 wires and using the short to generate heat, but we couldn't get that to work. We also tried overloading a resistor, but had the same problem.
Model rocket igniters.
If we could have made it work, we would have stuffed the wires into our improvised dynamite sticks and used heat to trigger the charge. We tried using 2 wires separated by a matchstick to create a spark inside an M80. That worked, but we had only one M80 and couldn't get more no matter where we looked. While we were pondering the problem, we took a break at the town's only hobby shop to use their slot car track. It cost 50 cents each per half hour to race on their 6-lane electric track. We never made it to the track at the back. Hanging on pegs behind the front counter were packs of 50-foot coils of cannon fuse with different burn rates. Whoa! And we had never noticed them before. At that time, hobby cannons were in a legal gray area, so powder and fuses could be sold. We bought 100 feet that burned at 3 seconds per foot. Given a choice, always go low-tech. Yep. We took empty paper towel cores, cut 4 slits in each so we could fold the flaps inward to create a cylinder sealed at both ends. After stuffing 6 of them full and taping them together, we set out to the woods near Painter Park with our bomb in the pre-dug hole under the stump. During the previous couple weeks, we had used a garden trowel to dig it. We tied 15 feet of cannon fuse to the short fuses inserted to each of the improvised dynamite sticks, placed the bundle in the stump, lit it, and ran like hell for the swamp. Nice. The noise would have been deafening had we not been at least 200 yards away from exploded. We were well into the cattails singing Running Like a Dog Through the Everglades from Everglades by the Kingston Trio when it went off. And run we did as fast as our 8-year-old legs could carry us. After following our trail on the high ground above the swamp, we made it out to the paved road that looped around to within 2 blocks away from the scene of the crime. We stopped into the Cumberland Farm here for a pint box of ice cream each to eat as we headed home. We had no spoons, so we peeled the carton bit by bit and bit off mouthfuls until it was gone. Seems legit. Yeah. Most people were litter bugs in those days, so we just dropped bits of the cartons as we walked and ate them. We walked to within a block of where it seemed that every cop car in the city was gathered and turned left instead of continuing on. Good plan. Nice. The Town Crier, the weekly paper later renamed the West Haven City News before it was renamed again to the West Haven Voice, carried the story 4 days later. The police had no leads and no suspects, despite grilling the kids they found on the scene for hours. They were held at the police station for a few hours and released after interrogation proved fruitless. Nice. We laid low for a few days before going to check out the results of our work. We were afraid to go straight there, so we took a couple of mixing bowls from our mother's cupboards to fill with blackberries from a patch near Ground Zero before just having to pass it on our way out of the woods. The stump was gone, and in its place was a hole 5 feet across and a little more than 2 feet deep. A week later, we found what was left of the stump caught up a tree about 75 feet away. The blackberries were sweeter than any we had ever had before. Nice. We set to work on a larger device, intending to use it to drop a 50-foot tree. We changed our minds when the paper came out the following Thursday. The article on the blast mentioned the number of windows broken on the houses directly across the street from the tree stump. The risk was too great, so we turned our attention to dynamite fishing. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Yeah. The local ponds had nothing but frogs and catfish, and we didn't want to kill frogs. Yeah, frogs are nice, but fuck those fish. Am I right? Wanted to try for flatfish in the Long Island Sound when the flounder were running, but didn't know anyone who had a boat. Rotting pier a quarter mile from our homes, but the only things we caught were menhaden and some small fish the size of minnows. Gave up on that idea and went back to blowing up stuff with smaller charges. The pier was falling apart and dangerous. That gave us the idea of blowing up the sports, but there was no cover, and when we inevitably got caught, we'd be connected with the Painter Park incident, and my brother would lose his job, so we're stuck with 4 ounce smaller charges.
Yeah, I bought an M3000. I was back to a comic book, and I was 8 years old, and I electrocuted find it and put up the bathroom bags. I got two left over.
When aliens see us putting up windows again after we harness the mission,
Most ghetto shit I've seen in my life.
get it wrong. Scientists discover a dog with 2 assholes.
Nice, nice.
There's another ass for you right there. Big trouble. Thank you very much, Chief Kinkovich. We have a Reaper 01 story right here. This ought to be good. At least I hope it's good. I hope it's not terrible. One more off the bucket list, I guess, he says. I know it's been a while since you guys heard from me, but I've been busy. Plus, I heard to make sure the dust was settled completely before telling you guys. Okay. That being said, let us begin. One day in mid to late October, I was in my local Barnes & Noble checking out a food order I placed. Studying when this cute white chick interrupts the project I was working on to ask me some questions, and even pays for my snacks and coffee even though I try to stop her, but she insists very aggressive. We talk and make small talk for a while, exchanging names, hers being Sabrina. She quickly brings up that Jesus, a lot, in conversation, and eventually says that she was from Latter-day Saints Church.
Oh no.
I quickly Google and find out she's a Mormon, to which I try to let her down easy, remarking that I'm not religious nor am I interested, but she just wouldn't let up. So I finally said, look, I don't want you to believe it, I don't want to, okay? Sabrina quickly apologized, but as I looked up at her, I saw it. The briefest of blush in her face, and the half-naked anime succubus on my shirt. Oh, and blush in her face at the half-naked anime succubus on my shirt. And that was when the horseman tapped on the shoulder. Hey, little Reaper, let's see which is stronger. Theology or biology?
Nice.
I restarted the talk and steered us into the topic of the sin of lust. She began explaining the sin of the flesh and whatnot while I simply looked her up and down in the most obvious way possible just to see her squirm and blush.
I think Jack's different. I think normally that's a cop. I think it's still in elemental. And fucking Kurt McClenny.
Sabrina
I
was
should double
shocked
check
and
this
called
for
my way
fuck's
of life
sake. Yeah,
sinful and
ultraviolence.
awful, but judging from the redness and sweat on her face and down her arms, I knew very well she was sizzling in her seat. So anyway, we exchanged numbers and spoke for about 2 weeks, and always about sex. I'll admit, based on my limited research into Mormons, I didn't go where I didn't. What? Didn't think it would go anywhere, but the question still burned in the brain. He was missing a word. Theology or biology, which is stronger? I got my answer after I noticed that it became her who brought sex first into our talks, and she became very invested in making sure I could keep secrets. Once she was assured that no one would be told, things got sexual very quickly, from mouth hugs with protein shots in the church van to remote-controlled toys being used while she was in the midst of church services.
God damn.
Life was good for a while, as Sabrina wanted. No, it seemed like she needed kinky sex at least twice a day just to function.
Oh, wow.
But this one fantasy of hers would cause our luck to run out. One night, I got a call from her saying to come to the chapel in the suburbs in the dead of night, about 3:30 in the morning. But she's there alone, and this is where things get sacrilegious, to say the least. And various church items, such as ceremonial white neckties and pretty white candles, gained new purposes. And yes, we did use the crucifix. Oh my God! As a butt plug.
Oh my God.
Which she enjoyed far more than the regular plugs. Nick went off the rails a bit when she started screaming to be God's whore. Now, she wanted to be gangbanged by angels before starting to spank herself with a book of hymns and calling herself a singing slut during doggy style.
This is not going to go over well.
That was when 3 Mormon guys, along with a squad of cops, exploded through the chapel doors at the other end of the room. There was total silence for about a minute, when one of the Mormon guys, apparently her older brother,
oh my God,
yells her name and rushes toward us in a hell's rage. Sabrina rears up in an incredible feat of multitasking, to the cops about the situation, fends off her brother while still humping backward against me all at the same time. Finally, her brother named Gary, or some shit, hauls off and smacks her to the ground. He suddenly freezes there, just staring at my package.
What's on, man?
And boys, if I believe in it, I will swear to God himself on a stack of Bibles a mile long that this happened. As this guy is standing there staring at my African sausage without missing a beat, I point to him and I yell, punching him in the face, running between the pews and crashing through the large chapel window. Oh, wow. When the cops caught me in a couple blocks down, I was bent over dying of laughing as I realized what I had said to the guy. As the cops cuffed and stuffed me, that they were laughing their asses off as they were casual fans of the show. But when I told them my name in the chat, they literally stopped the car and just stared at me for a few minutes. In the end, the Mormon guy pressed charges for the punch, but all I got was a couple of weekends in the Lincoln Light Community Service for simple assault. Winning. And if it exists, I'm in for a holy ass chewing after this one. Reaper out.
That's probably what's going to happen. You're going to get a walkthrough.
You're going to get a walkthrough. A couple snags.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh man, Papa's gonna fucking love this.
Oh, we got that one from Jeeves. About 8 weeks due to getting my Class 1 CDL, but heads up, I haven't been getting the "you screwed" twatched notifications. What the fuck is going on with that shit and my bi-weekly red pills? Pop is looking slimmer. Bad Pop hasn't been out of the cage for a while, huh? Blake, it looks like you went down on something and it came back up on your face. Shit happens. Sometime over Christmas, I'll send you the life-safe Wango Tango that Pop has saved me from finding a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Watch the stream, clean my 1911, drink some whiskey, and have some laughs.
Yeah.
So we got another one coming.
Excellent.
Jackals rant with anger. Skip. Dead after that shit. I'm dead fucking serious.
We'll get to it soon.
Yeah, I'll read it in my own time. Thank you very much. You gave me extra work for tonight being a dick. Alex Patino, message about the Americans going to Mexico City. I don't see why people in Mexico City are complaining. That's what's been going on in Tijuana and Juarez, all cities across the border, because there are Mexicans who are American citizens who live in Mexico side and work in the USA side.
Naughty please.
Alright, Alex Patino did send in a cash app, and he says, "What fucking bid?" Hopefully this one doesn't have a naked old lady. Fucking bad.
Thing's stuck.
Hang on, I'm gonna re-remote this.
Can you please have a look at the bathroom door? It keeps getting stuck.
No, you're a whore.
Hey, babe. Can you please have a look at this? It's been dripping. It's not working for weeks. I've been asking you to do it, please. Well, can you at least have a look at the engine light? It's been on for ages.
But when a man doesn't do it, he's supposed to be ashamed.
Hey, babe. Colin.
Hey, baby, how was your day?
Good. How was your day?
Oh, I asked the neighbor if she could come over and get some things fixed.
Oh, okay. What you want for it?
She said either I take her a cake or I sleep with her.
What kind of cake did you bring her?
Oh, baby, I'm not a baker.
Bam! Bam!
Oh, that was
epic.
Good.
That was epic.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that one. I
love that.
Alright, fine. Oh,
you just sent that to me. Okay, no big deal. That's not
guys, need more plasma gun
see if
than
there's
anything,
anything missing here.
Fuck. No plasma gun.
Dive back into the other ones just to make sure it looks like we are not missing on anything.
I think we're good.
Oh, freaking standing. Alright. I'm gonna double check the MGTOW chats here. Nothing there. Checking on the Odyssey chats as well. Calebon says, red text affects hunger. Interesting, I didn't know that. Gay Cruise Cabin Boy, Barry Soweto, and Prolapse Danis. Good evening, you degenerate, dick-dashing dorks. It's time to invade Mexico. Tough shit,
Come on. Alright. I think that's,
Alright.
it's probably gonna be like one more in there.
A half-naked anime succubus. Mormons are
what you can tell some of them in Utah is very interesting.
Yeah, it's only gotten more single mothery and tattooy and piercing-y. It's quite
So there's that, and there was some pig farm nearby, so it smelled like pig shit all the time.
Oh, that's good times. That comes right out of the ass. There you go. What do we got here? Oh, that's kind of awkwardly. I forgot to check the rotation before we went live. It's all good. Some dollary news from Proud Australian 85. All right. For the bar, and some memes I emailed you. Keep up the Lord's work from the communist island colony. That's awesome. Now remember, okay, look, you decided to email me shit during a stream. That means if your name shows up on the screen, you fucked yourself.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm tired of telling you guys.
She won't date you. Look at that.
If you are conservative, moderate, apolitical, do not have political affiliation listed, I am not interested in you. Get away from me. Well, no one's interested in you, so I think you're okay.
Yeah.
This is how I'd sit too if I was married to David Beckham.
Yeah, that's just like, oh, well, no one's interested. No, like, geez, fuck it. That's the house on that one.
Tired of not being able to go to the mall because everybody thinks I'm Taylor Swift. You misspelled Trailer Swift. Me trying to figure out how banning abortion will lead people to getting abortions illegally, but banning guns will lead to ending gun crimes. Yep. Yeah, I've been telling people that one for a long time. Seems legit. Here's an idea, a reality show where socialist college students are sent to a country that closely resembles their desired political system and left to survive for a few months. Thank you very much. That's what needs to happen.
I don't think there's any chance I'll go up there, so I guess it's still down,
using its technology
still
and its
down
First Amendment to
on
criticize
topic
it.
ammo.
Oh, there was that one MMA guy who basically told LeBron James that, you don't like this country, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a fucking billionaire.
That's essentially it, yeah. Oh, I'm such an oppressed black billionaire.
Yeah. And he's really like, if you don't like it, you can deal with me.
Hey, LeBron, go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit, you're overrated, and all you do is play a game.
Does he still play? I think he's retired now, isn't he?
I don't even give a shit. He can eat all the dicks as far as I'm concerned. I really don't
that's
care.
what's gonna be
After
fun.
all, I was asked
Especially since I'm low on fucking plasma gun ammo,
we
fuck!
have some more videos. I'm just gonna play this one first because it seems fitting for the occasion.
Because we got Marauder right here.
Born in the 90s, that's under 25, can't cook, can't clean. They don't want to work nothing. Riggers that's 31 and over get in relationships with them and wonder why shit ain't working. That's because all young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash their pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
Well, come on!
We should see if we can actually get a green screen that's gonna actually have you sit there and do that exact thing.
I totally would.
Dude,
I totally would.
that'd be hilarious.
Here's a hilarious. This woman got caught using a vibrator on a Georgia beach and pleaded to the cops not to arrest her since it only took her 20 seconds to finish. Pussy pass denied, courtesy of Big Bad Wolf.
You saw that. Okay, let me show you.
Come on!
Okay. I'm in the bag.
Fuck you!
Yes. I don't really understand what y'all are. We're just here because I'm involved and we're sharing your staff. This is really highly offensive to me. I got it. That's why I'm trying to fix it. He's on the beach.
Fuck!
Okay, do I get a ticket? So, you did have a bite. Hey, listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just stood in there, and I was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out. I got it.
Anytime you have an orgasm, you don't work. I mean, if you want the sex offender registry for public use,
well, I mean, if nobody saw me, I wouldn't have called.
Oh, I'm the tears now.
Here come the tears.
This is still done on Ultra Violence. This is the best I've done on this.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. If I was the cop, you're sticking for Mr. Peace.
Yeah.
it's just not worth the paperwork. It's probably like you're a fucking dumb bitch.
There's no denying dumb bitches. Now this is just too damn funny for words. This comes from Digital Doom, but it's a creative pack on YouTube.
What? That's right on top of him. Fuck you.
AI recreations of old cartoons.
Okay.
This is too funny for words.
I think we better split up, gang. Daphne and I
Hell no. You're just trying to fuck Daphne again.
No, I'm not. No, shut your grumpy ass up.
Okay, if we split up, I'm going with you then.
No, your musty ass is not.
Oh, you can't throw nobody else on the team, no dick? See, that's that bullshit.
Bitch, ain't nobody out to throw you no dick while you out here smelling like a hot NBA locker room during double overtime in the 6th game. You've been wearing that sweater since September 1969.
Fuck you, Fred.
You fucking wish, you musky mushroom goblin bitch.
Damn! Woo! Musky mushroom goblin bitch.
Oh my god, that was sad.
Oh, that's awesome. Musky mushroom goblin bitch. Oh,
Is that all of it?
fucking funny, man. I believe so, yeah. I'm going to double check here, make sure I didn't miss anything, because I hate missing chats. You dudes are the reason why we do this. So
Leaving topped
we
up.
want to make sure we don't miss anything. Looks like nothing has been missed.
I'm just glad we got 2 more lives today.
Yeah. It's all good, man. All right, so, and it looks like we have another one on the way. If that one email was any indication. So it's time for one last bud, and then a safety briefing.
All right, everybody, don't drink and drive, don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. If you must fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, or flush it down the toilet. Bring up back, stack up traveling groups, that on swivel, maybe your situation where it is, because shit's getting real out there. We're going to 2024, and I believe 2024, 2025 are going to be challenging to stay alive.
Yeah. And remember, dudes, whatever you do this weekend, don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population, and if you do go to jail because you're fucking around and doing stupid shit like men do, establish dominance quickly. Unless you want to be a Stretch and Gretchen.
This was before your time with the Sentinels.
See you guys. Take it easy.
The slip gate will take you to Sentinel Prime in Kingston's Army.
Alright, hang on. Shit, this actually might be like the last arena of the stream. Because we're right at the fucking end of the level. So I just want to fucking put that out there just so you guys see that I'm fucking playing this game. That's like getting ready and shit like that for keeping going. But for some reason, the fucking difficulty on that one's on fucking Hurt Me Plenty when I know for an absolute fact I put it on ultraviolence. Hang on. Alright, this one.
And why I do what I do, guys, on all 3 channels to help guys be aware of reality and really build up who they are, self-esteem and self-worth, so they don't get subjected to time type of crap. And I will say this, I'm very confident in this guy in this video, and you guys are going to see. You know what? This guy clearly needs tough love. I'm here for all the guys, but that means I'm going to coddle you and not cast in the hell, and this guy needs it. Men by nature, we are stubborn jackasses.
Ow! Holy fuck.
When you're playing sports, you need it. You're gonna challenge your masculinity and this is the way. But otherwise, the guy will just go one ear and out the other. So anyhow, guys, you're gonna see what I'm talking about here. So it starts off saying, looking for some advice here. Well, sir, you're gonna be good. This will be a long post. First time post here. Not really anyone talks about this, so I figured this post could be a start. My wife,
you know, because they shot him up 500,000 times with a simple stab in the neck. I wish the fire barons were fucking had better fucking executions.
We have a young child together, 3 years old, which complicates things for me. Also been married for almost 10 years. 3 years old. Okay, he's not the end of the world. That kid probably won't remember a whole lot. Can't raise a kid in a household where your wife either must have an open marriage. Married or divorced, man, think ahead. First I'll say that while we were dating, she accused me of cheating on her. I had no concept of an emotional drive, but I kept in contact with my ex.
Where'd that purple bastard go?
And nothing sexual. I eventually agreed with her that it was an emotional offender and that I was spending
Nefarious!
time with someone and not her. Or in other words, spending emotional energy on someone else. I stopped talking to my ex and have never spoken to her again. So, I can get why, initially, if his now wife was bothered that he was talking to his ex. I'm fine with that. I would have an issue with that too. But this guy obviously was probably just talking to her and probably meant no harm. But she obviously interpreted something worse, accused him, and now she sees to be what happened to him, which he clearly you can tell meant no harm. A couple of years ago, my wife got extremely drunk. She's since realized she's an alcoholic. Oh, how wonderful. And told me either wanted a divorce or an open marriage. Again, come on. Why would I want to stay with you? Why would I want to stay with you, who I might add is an alcoholic and I have to deal with that? I can't control your drinking, but also want to go F other dudes. Why would I ever do that?
Shouldn't there be a doom hunter?
Things continued to go downhill for several months. Well, it went downhill because you didn't check her out to get divorced. She let you sticking around so she could push you around.
There he
Going
is.
to AA and started attending meetings both in person and virtually. At some point, she got upset that she felt like she never gets any breaks from Washington and decided that she wanted to go to Niagara Falls for the upcoming weekend to attend AA meeting in person that is usually virtual, and to meet up with one of her AA friends that she made, and I'll call him Paul. Niagara Falls, say it's an AA meeting anywhere that she can attend happens to be in Niagara Falls. Oh, okay. I'm sure somebody's watching this that has been in AA before, or is in AA now, and is hopeful, and I'm sure they don't have to go all the way to Niagara Falls to sit down and say, introduce themselves and say, "Hi, Bill," after Bill introduces himself in one. It's ridiculous. Dump her ass. I knew she'd been talking to Paul a lot and talked about him a lot, and I thought he was her sponsor or something like that. Smack. And she smacked her for not divorcing her upon that open marriage threat. Why are you digging into this, dude? Or are you too chicken shit your woman?
Fuck
off.
off.
Are you digging into this, dude? Or are you too chicken shit your wife to dig who this Paul character is? And by the way, she can get a female sponsor. Paul comes back into play in a minute. But I will say that I fully believe that she was planning to have sex with Paul that weekend. When I agreed that she deserved some time away from the kid and she could go, she got cold feet and canceled the trip. Remember,
alright, where is he? I'll just kill him now.
Brings a relationship of marriage.
I'm not gonna spend time looking for that. Besides, I already can't.
Physically cheating on you, she's emotionally cheating. Or two, she has somebody lined up, and clearly it's good old Paul. A couple months later, things really hit the fan. Like they didn't hit the fan already when she wanted to threaten you with either divorce or open marriage? Really, dude? She again says we're either divorcing or doing an open marriage. But she's not drunk this time and is serious. She wants to begin the separation process. I started to probe her on why she wanted an open marriage. She wants an open marriage so somebody else can probe her, dude. She doesn't think we have enough sex, and doesn't think I'm kinky enough, wants to go visit Dungeons and Dragons. And it's funny to me when you hear stories when these gals talk about or complain their husbands aren't freaky enough or kinky enough. And what tells me is that these overwhelming these gals, they want to be dominated. They want to get into that scene, and they're usually nice guys.
I think
blue pill husbands are not capable of doing that.
I don't know. Fucking we'll see right now. Fucking has been going for 3 hours. Let me see my uploads.
Power dynamic.
Alright, the first one already uploaded, so this one's fucking 1 hour and 51 minutes until next upload on that one.
Because this guy ain't it. She really got into it. Shades of Grey
I'm gonna
several
end
years
it here
ago,
now,
to the
so
point
talk
that it became an
to you later,
obsession.
guys. Bye.
I didn't see the movie, and I sure as hell didn't read the book, and I heard enough about it.